spluttering in the background.
As long as it's quiet, we're all right.
You sound like you're dying, mate. You still?
I am not well. I have not been not well for several days.
Yeah, he's been skiving off work and everything.
Hello.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hello. Wow, everyone's pretty much here, pretty much on time. I'm very impressed with you guys.
My class, my new schedule, I have a class on Wednesdays from 4 to 6.
Ooh.
And I arrived at with plenty of time, like multiple hours to get myself sorted for this class and then tomorrow morning's class, which is at 9. And that's not finished. So I've got to be at the office like stupid early just to go and get my one lesson of the day. It's like it's stupid hours and timings.
It sucks.
Right. Which we're doing video on Roll20, right?
Correct. We can see you. Can you see us?
Spotted the thing from Adrian asking to do video on Skype.
What?
No, don't worry about that.
I didn't know.
I think that was just merely a conversation about video options.
Now, my laptop gets fixed by the end of the week, so till next week I have a laptop back again.
Yay!
What was wrong with it?
I for some reason can't see Nathan, by the way.
I can see Nathan too.
Honestly, I was literally about to say, I can see everybody, it's working! And then you go, nah, it's not, mate.
I can always only see Nathan and no one else.
Well, that's all.
Yeah,
I'm all you need.
I can always only see Nathan.
I know, Nathan.
I don't have to go and suffer that, because I can't see him.
Okay then, so...
I can't see anyone.
I'll give you a few minutes to sort out whatever you want to sort out. If you can't see people, do your reconnects and stuff.
Refreshed.
I can see you all at the moment, so apart from Skaith who's run away,
I'm just refreshing.
that's fine.
But yeah, for some reason I think we can only see you as host.
I can see only Nathan.
Yeah, I think that's the same for everyone. I think we can only see Nathan.
Do you want to give it a try with the other chat tech?
Well, I've had a look and it isn't available. Oh, there it is. It's moved. No, I've gone to the chat tech and it goes. You can either have chat tech of Roll20, WebRTC, or none. So there is no other. Unfortunately, there's no other thing available that I can change.
Ooh, I say.
So, anyway.
While they're
just
setting
appeared
up,
to have
people
gone from
are
Yay, somebody else!
Oh, I'm Sir Jacob.
Tom and Katie.
I can't see Jacob now,
Yeah.
which is great.
I still can't see Katie. I can see Nathan.
Okay, I'm going to do a reconnect just to see, and then I don't care what happens, I'm just going to move forwards.
I got somebody. Over here.
Anyway.
Okay.
So that's just loaded back in. I can see avatars, I can see part of a map, and
Hi,
that's...
cat. Get my kitty.
Kitty.
No, kitty. Pet it on the nose and the back.
This is going so well. Now I can see like 2 people. Fuck it, let's just carry on. Okay then, so now that we're all here sitting comfortably and everything, I will give you a preface before we start the session. I am tired, I am grumpy, and I'm in pain. So if I take it out on you guys, I apologise. But everything's
Why are you in pain?
Tattoo hurts.
Okay.
I've just been stabbed 1,000 times in the arm and it's really sore.
Don't be a wimp. It's perfectly fine.
The rest of it's fine. It's the wrist bit that hurts, just there.
Uh-huh.
That's
See,
that
the
hurt.
rest of it for me, my wrist was perfectly fine. It didn't hurt at all.
Well, obviously I'm a pussy then.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm not in pain.
You're not a pussy, so this can take pain.
Anyway, so there's just a heads up for you. So last session. So as we come in, so in the last session, our group of still undecided name continued to explore the town of Corvin, spending a bit of time in the Three Horseshoes Inn, speaking to the bartender, one of the waitresses, and also an old storytelling veteran that was hanging around in the area. Learned a little bit more about the goings on and things like that. Found that the waitress at the Three Horseshoes was a sister of the lovely vampiric type creature that you found in the old watchtower. Had a bit of conversation. She wasn't too happy about it, but you let her know, which is great. Following that, the next day headed up towards Corvin Castle to seek audience with the Baroness, using the letter that you using the letter that you managed to get from Fergus. You did successfully get yourselves into the castle and had a short audience with the Baroness. She provided you a reward of 500 gold pieces and a little sack for your help with the mines. She then, kind of looking at you guys as apparently a capable bunch, requested your assistance on, kind of requested half told, your assistance on another matter. She informed you that her huntsman Logan had been dispatched into Lurkwood in order to track down what was to be believed a infestation of werewolves in the woods that seemed to be kind of spreading out and causing a bit of havoc. With that, our groups headed east and deeper in and delved into Lurkwood, past the kind of the dark skies, the dying plant life, and the dried out trees. Arriving at Lurkwood to find it relatively intact. Still the dark, cloudy skies and strange overcast sitting above, but apart from that, everything looked pretty fine. Travelling into Lurkwood, not getting too far, not too far into it, probably only about travelling for about half an hour. They came across the sound of music being played. After terribly failing to sneak up, yeah. After completely failing to sneak up on this, on the source of this music, you were caught, noticed, found by Scalen the Gypsy Boy, who pretty much said, "We can see you. Get out of the woods. Come and say hello." We'll kind of welcome you into the camp. After entering the camp, he took you to see the old wise lady, the old gypsy lady that kind of ran the area, Madame Adra. She gave you a bit of information, let you know that you guys were welcome in camp, that they had nothing but warm welcomes for outsiders. They even invited you to a feast, a festival that was going to take place in 2 or 3 days' time. However, she did say that due to some recent losses, two men from the camp had gone missing, left, disappeared. They weren't sure, and basically said that they were a bit short-staffed, a bit short-manned, and to see some of the people outside in the camp to see if you could help out should you want to. What then began Side Quest Palooza. And everyone just walked up and said, "I need this, I need that," and basically you were given a shopping list. But
Adrian, Vanos is the favourite thing in the world.
Yeah, shopping.
Vanos loves shopping.
This is more like foraging.
This campaign is a personal nightmare.
Yeah, I'm writing this just to spite Ranos. But you received 3 requests for aid. Kordak the Hunter requested you retrieve some black wolfsbane from a protected grove. Barlan the Alchemist asked you to retrieve some troll's blood from a swampy area in the forest, and also Vox, the kind of whittler, asked you to obtain some iron bark. And that's pretty much where we left off. We left off with you guys taking leave, thanking the gypsies for their time, and heading off into Lurkwood. Okay, so time-wise, it's still pretty early. It's probably about midday right now. Where you are, so you're still kind of in the camp area, just about to leave, but you're kind of in a clearing. Above you, you can see the dark clouds and the dark skies. It's still, you have this horrible overcast around you, but apart from that, everything seems pretty normal. And from what you can tell from the travel you've done, the conversations, and how long it's taken you, it's probably about midday right now. Now, what we've done, just for information as well, is I've now, as someone requested last time, split out the items area. So if everyone looks at items, you'll see that you've got team loot as a section, but then you've got potions and all your magic items are split out there as well, just to make it a bit easier. And what we've also done is, because we had lots of garbled information coming up in the last one, I'm just going to drop you guys onto the world map. Now you have to bear with me a minute because we've got to take a trip to Somova first. So we head to Somova, and then we head to the map. There we go. So what I've done now, Charles, we're moving to the area map, is you can see now in Lurkwood you've kind of got some rough ideas of where these items and where they are, because it was very much a case of, it's here, it's north, it's east.
Somewhere.
But you kind of, hopefully this will give you a bit more of an idea and help you plan out where it is you want to go and what you want to do.
Are they labelled? Oh yeah, and now I'm zoomed in. I can see.
Yeah, they are quite small, so you will have to zoom in on Lurkwood, but you can kind of see the areas. You also,
well done, Charles. That's cool.
Sorry, you threw me off. But yeah, so that's all in place now. So hopefully you'll be able to go in there and check and see what's going on and where you want to go. So I'll leave you on this map for travel reasons, and we'll flip around as we need to. However, before I go forward, I've got hardly anybody on video, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys can see
I think
me.
I have a solution stat, by the way.
What's that?
Instead of
Tom,
refreshing
I'm
the
seeing
whole
you.
thing, yeah, I can see everybody. Instead of refreshing the whole thing, go into the settings,
Yep.
and there's a little button that says reconnect.
I've tried that a few
tried
times
that.
and a few
Yeah,
full
me too.
refreshes.
I just
It's
did
not
that. I
helpful.
can now see everyone. Apart from Nathan. Nathan's just gone blank.
I'm just reconnecting now and I'm getting a few pictures.
I've just lost Nero and Jump as well.
Because I hit it.
Yeah, we're reconnected.
Yeah, so I think we're reconnecting.
Right.
Trying what you told us to try, and I lost
I don't think
the
it
people I
does
had.
anything for me.
Well, I had Rage. Adrian and Danny were the only people I had.
Or
But-
try, because what I actually did was I was doing something, so I turned the video off to nothing, and then reconnected so you couldn't see me, and then put video only and reconnected again. And I seemed to get everyone when I did that.
My Chrome seems to be crashing a little bit. I'm going to completely kill off my Chrome and then relaunch it, so I'll be back in the game in a second. For anyone watching on the stream, please stand by for technical difficulties. This is a regular occurrence, unfortunately, in Roll20. It's a lovely tool and it's all free and nice when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
May look at an alternate. If this continues to be a problem, I may look at alternate solutions, but we'll see how it goes. So reconnect again, and I'll just give it a second. For
I think, honestly, I'm so used to this now, I'd be worried if it actually worked.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I feel like shit, the world is going to end tonight. Like,
Everything's working. Something must
I
be wrong.
should see at least 2 people, because 2 of them are black instead of just the icons.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
else is
I
icons.
have that on everyone.
I'm like, what?
See,
It worked, and then I pressed reconnect, and now everyone's frozen.
yeah.
Oh, I got
Okay.
Nathan.
Sorry.
I've got Katie and I've got Adrian so far.
Just
Strangely, we
learn
don't have
to
Tasha.
love the lack of vegetables. You don't need them.
Yeah, but it's nice to have them.
Free yourself.
It helps with the
I
communication.
have Danny, but he's just disappeared.
I've got Danny, I've got Adrian, I've got
That's because he's
Katie.
got such high stealth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Unsatisfactory.
Oh, might have Jacob. He's got a black square so far. Oh well,
Looks good.
I'm going to stop faffing around and just get on with the session. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Square is
then.
a day's travel, right?
So a square is roughly a day's travel. Lurkwood, you may encounter certain difficulties. Obviously, we've got Thero, who is with the Natural Explorer of Forest, I believe, so you kind of move at normal pace. But you may get into a few situations where it does get a little bit hairy and may take you a bit slower. So I'm just
Literally,
putting that as a...
Terry?
Yeah,
Furry ass?
there's just like piles of fluff everywhere.
No.
There's a bear
That's
barber.
funny. That's funny.
Do we
Nathan's
know?
just shaved his back and left
A
it there.
bear.
So
Do we know that the ironbark tree is the closest one, or do we just
You've- So when as you were speaking to each of the camp members, they did give you a rough idea of where everything was and how long it would take you to get there and stuff like that. So that these are not exact locations. This is the ironbark tree is in that vicinity.
Let's just go round like a wiggly thing.
I was gonna say
Dot
we head
stop.
straight for what we were sent here to do,
And then do the rest on the way
Logan.
back.
and then do the rest on the way back. Yeah.
That is an idea.
What's in this? What's in the swamp?
So the swamp is where the trolls are.
And if we go past anything that we see on the way, then we just pick it up.
I say, fuck the trolls. You don't
I
need
would say
any of
don't
that.
do that. They may not like it. And I think there
Or
may
they
even
might, and it's a new whole breed,
Recruits my base
you know.
characters are hot as fuck.
Let's go for Logan. Grab the Black
Yeah.
Wolfsbane and
Who says half
Get the
elves
iron
have to be
bark
half elf
on
and
the way
half
back.
human? Why can't they be half elf and half troll?
I'm not going into that right now. Okay then, so where would you like? Are you going to the Black Wolfsbane and then on to Logan? Do you want to try and go around the Wolfsbane area, the Grove, or do you want to go over to Ironbark? Where is it that you want to go as a group? What do you want to do?
I
Well,
want to go straight.
If we try to go straight to Logan, will we naturally just sort of pass through the Wolfsbane?
You've got a good.
Yeah.
Just in the kind of where you are at the moment, if you just head like a straight line there's a chance you will
That
pass
seemed
through
like
the Grove.
The easy one? Like, did they mention what the grove was exactly?
So the Grove,
Is it, like,
from what
guarded
you
or
remember
something?
from what they said, it was just a simple
Flower
grove where Black Wolfsbane grows, but it is guarded by a kind of guarded / maintained by a simple elemental that
You said it
shouldn't
was
pose any threat to
Pretty
you.
chill.
It shouldn't.
No, it's just it's a tender, it's a garden tender
Oh,
rather
okay.
than
It's a gardener.
it's basically a gardener rather than a fire-breathing dragon.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard.
Let's just do that. Yes, just go there through
Go
the
through.
Yeah, we're stuck with the wolves.
gloves
Right?
if we
Yeah, cool.
can.
And then
Did anyone ask what type of elemental he was?
You didn't. No one asked. No one told you.
don't
But we
think
haven't
we-
left the
We'll find
camp.
out
Can
when
we
we get
still
there.
ask?
elemental thing is news to me, to be honest.
It was very briefly glossed
I
over.
do-
There is
I
an
remember
elemental
it
guardian
mentioned.
there.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
it
it
mentioned.
was.
Yeah, cool.
By the way,
If only we
Nathan,
had a druid.
Yes.
you
Skate?
miss out on a chance of having an ogre in a swamp.
How do you know there
Is a
isn't?
donkey with him?
How do you know there isn't? Why do you think I just put swamp and not troll there? Furiously started scribbling notes down. Yes, swamp. Okay.
Get out of my swamp!
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Oh god, no.
Oh my god.
Okay.
will murder you.
Where to, group?
To the wolfsbane.
Yeah,
Wolfsbane,
to
to
yeah.
Logan,
Wolfsbane.
heading through the Wolfsbane.
So to Wolfsbane and then on to Logan's. Okay, so from where you are, it's probably going to take you roughly a day's travel in order to reach the Wolfsbane lair. So who's going first? So can I get a
Well-
rough marching order?
Zero.
Can I lead
Lead
the
the
way
way.
and have a little bit of space, and I'll try and stealth because I can stealth at normal pace
I'll
in
be.
conferred territory.
Yes, yeah. So we've got Theo heading up first. Who's bringing up second?
I'll be second.
Skaith up
I'll be
second.
third.
Third is
Fourth.
Johanna. So let me write this down. So Theo, then Skaith, then Johanna.
And
Yeah.
that's for my stealth, by the way.
Who's then Ranos. Jump, we're about to
I'll
see
be
you.
behind.
Oh, so Jump, you pulling up the rear.
Don't
Yeah,
be
sure.
last because he's got the best movement anyway, so it doesn't really
Yeah, I
matter
can-
for him.
Okay, so happy with that movement order there?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so Theo starts treading a bit further, and as he goes, you navigating in and out of the trees. So this area, there are no. As you progress deeper into the forest, there are no paths. There are roughly worn trails where you see people or creatures have gone through. It kind of gives you an idea of a easier path. And Theo, with the roll of a 19 as well, you move forward 20, 30 feet
actually.
ahead of it, and just kind of like signalling off to the group, like go round this way or mind those branches, and you kind of sneak forwards rather convincingly. You travel for a good 3 or 4 hours in this fat manner, just not slowed down by the forest. You're taking a slightly longer route because you are winding and wending your ways through the woods, but you make good
Trying
time.
to be sneaky as opposed to just bashing through.
Yeah. So and Theo manages to, and Skaith as well. You follow behind relatively quietly, making standing on the odd patch of dry leaves, but not really making too much noise. And for about 3 or 4 hours, you successfully wend and web your way around the area. So Theo, as you're moving forward, you see a slight area. The trees seem to be slightly less thick in places here. So it's not kind of opening up. There's no clearing here, but it's just less dense. What's your passive perception, please? I think it's 16, 17? No, it won't be that high.
Let me have that. 14.
It should be decent.
14 apparently.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So as you move forward, you kind of see where the trees start to open up slightly, and you can see they're faint and difficult to make out, but as the light catches them, you can see webbing. Seem to be stretched across a few trees in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna signal a halt as soon as I notice that.
Yep.
We better
Yeah,
run.
we-
Stop.
Stop.
So
My
as
arms around.
so the group kind of you see Theo put a hand up of stop.
We do also have the things.
Yes, and you do also have your comm badges as well.
Oh yeah, okay. So then I'm gonna whisper into my little comm badge. I'm doing it Star Trek style, by the way. You can't really see the video other than Charles, but
Yeah,
Star Trek style.
I'll take your word for it.
Like whisper into the comm badge. I think there's spiders in the trees.
I hate spiders.
Regular ones or like in the destroyed village?
I'd say you destroyed village.
Oh, the way around.
So, like I say, Theo, you're probably about 20 feet from these, but you can see about 20 foot ahead of you, and you can kind of see them dotted around a few of the trees in front of you.
Okay. Do I think there's a path? Can I see a path through them?
Make a perception check.
Can I walk up to...
Do you mean around by through?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you
around
can go
or
through them.
avoiding
Just
them,
keep walking. You'll go through them. Okay,
avoiding
so
them, basically.
Theo,
Danny, you're a bit quiet.
you kind of have a look around, and you can kind of see you wander left and right around for a few minutes, and you can kind of see that these webs are dotted around, but they are kind of centralised in a largish area. And if you were to take the time, you could skirt around it. If you took the time and you were careful, you could probably skirt around this area.
And how long do I think that would take?
It's different from where you are. It's difficult to tell because you don't know how. You can kind of see like the edge of it a little bit, but you can't really see how much it extends without travelling without doing the travel around it and going a bit further. You probably couldn't see. Is what I'm trying to get at here.
Okay, so I'd relay that quietly back to the group as well. All in hushed tones, obviously.
Very quiet. What was that? What?
I can't hear you.
I think it's probably worthwhile avoiding it.
I
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
not fighting another fucking spider. I hate spiders. Take my hands.
Yeah, last ones were no fun.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to try and find a path around the spider webs, or around these webs that we can see.
Yep. So yeah, they do seem to be clustered in an area. The area that after you kind of spend a few minutes wandering, going a little bit further and just seeing what you can see, and you get the idea. It's probably a good 80 to 100 foot, almost not sphere but rough sphere. In this area that you could probably quite easily skirt around. Probably wouldn't add much more than 20 minutes to your journey, with being careful of picking your way through.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay, are you going back to get them, or?
Yeah. So I signalled to them to follow me to the sides.
Okay then, is everyone doing this quietly? Are you trying to stealth here, or?
I'm still going to stay quiet. They're still quite far back though, aren't they?
Well, if you got to go to them, and they're going to follow you round, but I need to know if
Yeah.
people are being stealthy or not.
Yeah,
Is it
Can we-
stealth or survival?
Can we do
to get
like
through?
a big
Can we do a group
out of
stealth?
sight?
It'll
you
be
know?
so. If you want to be stealthy, it'll be a group stealth check, and we'll see how you do
Yeah.
as a collective.
Let's do a group stealth.
Ah, ha, ha.
Okay, so can
Okay.
everyone give me stealth
Sorry,
rolls,
guys.
please?
Sorry.
In advance, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I Hannah.
Anyone needs inspiration?
I'm being super
I
Me.
need inspiration.
I actually get
I ins-
advantage, so I should roll again. That's it.
I
Oh
inspire.
no!
uh,
I'm going to bless. I'm gonna. Can I cast guidance on myself?
feel like
Can you do
I think that's
guidance
the
on
thing.
yourself?
I think that's the thing.
I think so.
Let me just.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I'm
think so too.
Touch yourself.
Does it
I'm
say you
touching
can't
myself.
cast some guidance on yourself?
Let me just have a look at the spell.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
It's anything I can touch. I'm sure I can touch. I can touch myself.
If you want
I'm
to do
always
it,
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Scanlan inspires himself.
that's at a higher level that he does that.
It's a cantrip, so I can't open my character sheet. So
I can't
I
find
had it
codes.
just a second ago.
You touch one willing creature. Yeah, doesn't seem to. Doesn't
How long does
negate
it last?
it. It's a
No,
1 minute
stop
concentration
opening.
spell.
Oh yeah.
Help! Ah.
So yes,
Open
Johanna, you can
sheet.
cast guidance on yourself. Give yourself a pep
Okay.
talk, like you know when you're talking, you're in the mirror,
20 minutes.
and you're a bit drunk. You know, you can give yourself a pep talk. So
Nathan, I've opened up Bodger's character sheet and not my own, and I can't get myself. Can you roll for me?
I will roll for you. Yes,
Thank
find
you.
your sheet.
Hey.
Roll a natural one.
With how it's gone before, it's probably gonna go really well.
Yeah.
Find it. This is
Plus
spell.
my +4 roll.
No, the DM.
So that's
Oh,
a
no.
6
No, I've done it. No, what's that?
plus your D4. A 3. So Johanna gets a 9.
Nine.
Ranos gets a 9.
Yay!
But
Wow. Everyone else got above his hand though. That's pretty good.
okay, so there's a few shuffles and a few scratches of leaves as you kind of get twigs caught on clothes and rustle through a little bit. But you seem quiet enough as a group. And following Thero's lead, kind of picking your way
I'm
through,
like holding my tail.
he points out to the webbing, and you can see it as you go round. You can see it on the left-hand side of you. Ranos, you notice this web. No, you've seen spiderweb before. It's thick. It's like translucent, whitish. But this almost shimmers as the light hits it.
Shimmering like silver.
No, not necessarily. Not metallic, but kind of like
Water?
it's not quite there.
Translucent.
Kind of translucent, kind of. Yeah, that it's a bit like that.
Ethereal.
Ethereal is a good word. Yes, kind of phasing in and out as the light hits it. It's not your normal spiderweb, but you can and you notice that just from about the 15-20 feet away you are.
We're so close. Wow. Why? Why are we so close to the spider?
Well, it's not. It's reasonably far. It's far enough for this to be all right. You could be 100
Can
feet
you say
away if you
anything
really
about that,
wanted to,
Reynolds?
but
Guys,
it's just.
I think we should be extra careful here. The spider web seems off.
Spiderweb have
Ghost
gone
like.
off.
Can I check
It's
that?
something metagamers
I
from
don't
wanna
previous
check that.
versions will
What closer do I
recognise.
have to get?
So,
Closer?
Nero, you want to have a look at it?
Now that he pointed, do I have to get closer to point to check it?
You can do your check
If I
from
do, I'm
there,
not
but it will
gonna
just
worry
be a
about
higher DC.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll try. Why not?
Me too.
Yeah, you can do a roll and arcana check as well, Reynolds.
Yeah.
Can
That's as good as my stuff.
I see if there's anything natural that I know
I
about?
hate you.
I'm
If
sure
you want
it's
to,
not religious.
if as Ranos points out, you can do a bit of a nature check to get a feel of these as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Ranos, Thero, you kind of look at these and you're not too sure. You agree that they look a bit off, they're a bit strange, but you're not sure about it. Whereas Nera, you do get the word that Ranos used before, ethereal, is a very good description of what these are. They seem to phase in and out as you move back and forth. But without getting closer and have a proper look at them, you couldn't really tell much more about them. But there is something magical about these webs.
So they seem almost like ghost spider webs?
Straight, kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
It's almost like it is like if you move your head
Like
to
it
the
was a
side.
ghost spider that made them?
Maybe, but if you move your head to the side and then move it back, it kind of flickers in and out. You can't
Yes.
you can't see it,
Like
and now you can.
one of those.
One of those
hologram
things, hologram
yeah.
type thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But when the light catches it fine, you can see it. It's still translucent and difficult to make out, but it's there. But if you shift your gaze or focus on something else, it kind of flickers out. until
Yep.
you can't see it.
I agree with Reynolds. We should avoid this. Just keep
Thank
going.
you.
Okay,
I'm not gonna go messing with that thing. But we still have a bunch of stuff to fight.
perfect. Okay, so you spend the next 20 minutes, half hour, carefully picking your way through, following Thero's lead. It's traversing around this almost like sphere of ethereal spider webs onto. Finally, get round. The tree line returns to the dense thicket that you're used to, and you manage to continue on your journey towards the Black Wolfsbane forest. You travel on for another couple of hours, about 2-3 hours, and at this point, it's already dark. I mean, you have dark skies, dark trees above you with a canopy, but also, even so, you can see it's getting darker. It's getting colder, and you're getting the feeling that nighttime is starting to approach, where it's probably now a good 6-7 o'clock. And you can continue travelling from now, but you can travel through the night and continue, but you're probably going to get to the exhaustion stage, so you're kind of at your limit of what you can travel now,
We probably need to camp, guys.
which is probably about there.
Need to camp, guys.
Can we see anywhere safe to camp?
Make me
Or a little bit more decent than where we are now.
make me a nature check, or survival check
Can I
would be
roll
better.
can I roll a survival check as well?
Yeah, you can roll a survival check if you have a look around.
You rolled both for me.
I don't really want to survive at the moment, to be honest.
Apparently not.
You rolled the same for both of them.
Oh yeah, actually, do I get advantage on survival? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give you
You're in the
advantage
woods.
because you're in the forest. Yeah,
Sounds-
Oh wow, there we go.
it was really useful.
It really helped.
Sorry,
Don't
Natasha,
run.
you're kind of turning into a
Can
robot.
you roll
Oh.
me a
You want me to roll you a
survival
survival check? I will roll you a survival check.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So, Tasha and
rogue's better at surviving
Skates
than
to
the
a little
ranger.
bit as well. As a group, you kind of split out a little bit. You don't go too far, but it only takes you about 15-20 minutes. And you find a reasonably clear area with the trees a little bit further apart. Bushes are a little bit thinner. And
No spiders?
you don't notice any spider webs, no. And it looks like this could be quite a reasonable area to drop to make camp for the night.
We bring camping stuff?
You've got a Gary tent.
Oh yeah, we still have that.
We do.
So we set up the Gary
Where's the
tent.
Gary tent? We should pop
Oh, you
out the
did
Gary
pay for
tent.
one, so.
Yeah, I took your
Yeah.
money. If you didn't pick it up off the shelf as you left, that's not my problem.
I can't.
You
Okay.
even bought the improved version with the modesty screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks.
Let's hope this works.
so you take the Gary tent. It's almost like a wrapped up pack, similar to what you'd expect for a sleeping bag. You speak. There's a little command word written on the bottom.
Space big enough for this?
From what you know of the tent size, it's like a 15-foot diameter sphere type tent.
Big enough for the space we
It'll
got?
be snug, but it should. You kind of look around. The area here is about big enough. Might be a bit tight, but it'll pop up. You speak the command word, and for a second,
Step back.
it just kind of sits there,
Step back in the trees.
and it sits there, and it sits there, and then suddenly, very explosively and very violently, this tent poof.
It's like an airbag.
Basically, yes. Not like a nice slow inflation or something like that. Just it's boom,
This
tent
could be useful down
in
the
your
road.
face. Tent.
Yeah.
You
I
can
actually
kind of see
think
it
it makes a better trap than a tent.
yeah, it pushes against some of the tree branches and a few of the leaves as it kind of settles down into its shape. It kind of expands out and then retracts slightly as it settles down
Yeah.
into place. And you now have this large, basically dome, completely transparent tent. Inside, you can see a few camping cots and basic sleeping area and things like that. and it's got a small little like
Yeah, but
igloo.
this tent is gonna kill us.
It's got like an igloo style opening.
It's
We have
temperature
it transparent.
regulated, right?
Yeah, that's true. It has AC.
Yes, it's it's temperature regulated to a certain degree. If you try and use it in -20 weather, you're not going to get a blissful 13 degree.
Is
13,
the
14.
degree 23?
No. It's warmer. It's warmer than staying outside.
That's cool.
Yep.
It's summertime though.
It is summertime, so it's not cold. It's still chilly
It's also
because it's like nighttime. But it's not like
clouds.
and a lot of cloud cover and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not freezing though.
It will keep the tent will keep you reasonably warm in most weather conditions. It's
Do we
just if
still
it's
have-
extreme.
This
Yeah.
is an extreme weather.
The tarp or a tarp to throw over the
Oh yeah,
I don't think anyone picked up a tarp.
wasn't there one on the back of the wagon?
There may-
Yeah, there
oh,
was.
which is still in Corvin.
The camp.
I don't remember anyone grabbing it. Does anyone have it in their
No.
inventory?
No.
And the ruling biz, if it's not in your inventory sheet, you don't have it.
Yeah, fair enough. I remember that
Unfortunately,
I'll
it's
take
a harsh
the
and strict
watch.
ruling. I've been burnt before by, yeah, I've got a potion. Are you sure? Yeah, I do. It's not in your inventory, but I'm sure I bought one. So, not in your
fine.
inventory, you don't have it.
I do have a blanket I could
I was about to
throw
say,
over.
there's blankets
Then I don't have a
on the
blanket.
pots in the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like they're fully made beds. Can we use our blankets from our backpacks to kind of cover it up a little
Yep.
bit?
Yeah.
You can spend a bit of time
That'll work.
taking various materials and sheets
Yeah.
and things that you have and kind of just draping them over the top.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Over the top of what? What's
Oh,
going
It's
on
not
here?
meant to be pretty.
Over the top of the tent,
I-
so people are trying to not make the tent transparent, but turning it into basically a big pile of blankets and tents. Basically, you
Okay.
guys are building a blanket fort.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I thought
we
we got
graduated.
the version that wasn't supposed to be translated.
no,
think
you
this
got
is
the one with the
where-
privacy screen on that you can activate and frost,
Yeah.
but only last for a certain amount of time.
Right.
So,
That's a bit-
the guy on watch always has to say the command word.
yeah.
So,
Like every 10 minutes.
so you
It'll
said
But
keep
then
going.
you say that, we could just sit inside it and keep watch out. Like, you don't even need to get
That's
outside to
true.
keep watch.
Actually,
Let's
I'm
look
not
at
too
positives
sure
of
why
this.
you want to cover this thing up, to be honest, because if you
Yeah.
leave it translucent, you
Yeah.
have trees behind you. It's almost perfect camouflage.
We're all going to be laying on the
Camouflage.
floor. We're all going to
Camouflage.
be laying on
Garrett
the
did
floor.
put some thought
I want my
into
blankie back and I pull my blanket.
yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah,
Take
you
off your
make a-
blankie.
You make a good point.
I'm
Um,
going to say that
I need
either
extra
Sarah
blankets
or
anyway.
Scaife stay near the entrance so that they can take turns keeping watch.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
I was about to say, if it's transparent, you can see throughout the entire thing.
yeah,
What
you-
about
Yeah,
sound?
they
How
can-
does sound
They
travel?
can be able to kind of get out and in if they see or hear anything, I guess.
so,
Yeah.
Ranos,
And I'll
as
be-
you hop into the tent, you do hear the sounds from outside. It's not sound, so
It's not sound.
it blocks sound as much as a normal simple tent would.
Okay.
So almost like it's just like a clothy layer. But yeah, you can hear through
Was it
it.
supposed to be soundproof?
I don't believe so.
It's supposed to be like weatherproof. And
I'm just wondering if Gary has missold us this tent, that's all.
No, this is basically just a giant plastic sheet that sits up on its own with some beds in it.
Perfect.
it's
That's
a
cool.
bubble.
That's what we needed.
Yeah. And I'll be next behind the
if you
entrance
want
just so I can
us-
get out of the
We'll
morning.
take first watch.
If you want a
Yeah.
sound blocking one, I'm sure he will accept suggestions for the next model.
Okay,
You may
then,
even
so
upgrade yours as a prototype.
yeah, no, let's not do that. That sounds scary. Okay, so who's on first
Yeah, what
watch
could go wrong?
I am.
and who's on second watch?
Me.
Just the two of
Do
you,
we
because
want
you're
to
elves.
only have?
Yeah.
I think we should have 2 people per watch.
I
Two
take,
people and watch at all times.
I'm taking Dawn because I'm
We could
always
do that,
up
we could do
at
that.
dawn.
I'll
Okay.
take first watch. With whoever said he will take first watch.
Because you guys could do 2 hours each.
Yeah, they see
Oh, yeah.
6 hours, how about?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you guys do 2
Yeah.
hours each. Me and Daniel do 4 hours each. Me and Skate.
I need a
do 4
full
hours
night's
each.
sleep. I'm already out.
Nero's just like,
Uh,
you guys organise the watch.
I need a full night's sleep to be useful. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, so we're having 2 watches at a time. So first watch is
Escape from Renos.
Skaith and Randall. Second watch is
Skate and jump.
Escape and jump.
Skaith and Jump.
And then it'll be Thera and Thera and Johanna, sorry. And Thera and Nira.
Are you okay with this, Nira?
No, Johanna's got to take.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
Johanna's taking
Johanna has
Dawn because she has to be awake
We
then
should
anyway.
write this down so we don't have to do it every
Bless.
time.
Yeah, you should organise yourselves of how you want to do this. Anyway, so first watch, Skaith. You're on first watch. Can roll me a d20, please? It's a straight d20.
Evens.
Okay.
Wow.
And second watch, Thero. You can roll me a d20 as well.
Just a straight.
Just straight d20.
I have to move to get near my computer now. God.
I'm sorry to be an inconvenience to you.
It's a butt.
How dare you make us do dice rolls in D&D?
Hi, cat.
I know.
Have a cat on the back of my chair.
Does she still have the cone of shame?
Yes, she does.
Cone of shame.
It's almost healed. If she would just leave it alone. She keeps scratching at it with the cone on, and I'm like, what? So,
You have a magic
that's not
cat.
the point.
Put,
Not the point
put
of the
her in
cone.
one of those
Cat.
little jumpers so she can't get to it. Like one of those little baby grows.
It's on her like backside though, so it's kind of hard to.
Put her in
No.
like a baby grow.
A onesie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Skaith, Thero, you spend 4 hours each glancing around, having a look at looking outside of your transparent tent. You can see it's actually like open air camping. You can see critters, squirrels, birds moving around in the trees around you. Skaith, actually, I need a perception check from you. But you can see just nature around you, above you, just through through the trees. You can see the dark clouds. Unfortunately, no starry night tonight.
What about the other people?
Yeah, can I take the first roll? Because that's a better one.
No.
It's actually the 24, it's a 12.
So, Skaith, as you're looking around, you do see a slight, tiny bit of movement just off to your left in the bushes. Kind of like something darts into the bush out just outside of your just out the corner of your eye, but you're not quite sure what it is.
I'll go ahead and have a look. I'll tell.
Who's awake?
So we'll just say
Yeah,
this is at the same time as Ranos.
I'll tell Ramos. I thought I saw something outside. I'm just gonna check it out.
Okay, did I see it as well?
You were facing the other way.
Okay.
Because the dual watch wouldn't really work if you're both just looking the same way.
Yeah.
So
Can I quietly inspire him?
you can whisper sweet nothings in his ear and inspire him if you want to.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so-
spell
How I
check
killed that
as
hydra.
well.
That's how my
Oh,
bard inspires.
Gaze, you're so powerful and stealthy.
Okay, so Skaith, like a ninja, you slip out of the little igloo type entrance out in front, and you can feel it's colder out here than it is inside the tent, but it's not cold. It's still pretty nice, and the cool air hits you. You get the fresh wind in your face. It's actually quite calming and nice. What do you want to do?
But still,
I'm gonna stealth up to where I saw Flash.
Okay,
So,
so
move.
you twinkle toes over to this bush.
just a bush.
It's just a small
A little
bush,
rabbit.
probably
Yeah.
no more than 2 feet high. A few small berries on it, simple little leaves, quite dense and thick.
And I stab. Resourcing.
What are you stabbing? Just the bush, or trying to stab into the bush?
Into the bush.
Okay, make me an
It's full of
attack
So
roll.
like the whole,
Make me an attack roll with disadvantage. Melee attack roll with disadvantage.
And then a small gnome child comes stumbling out,
So as you stab down in,
They're
and
rabbits.
they're dead.
pulls a short sword out, drives it down into the bush, and you hit the ground. And as you
Stab
do
the
so,
bush.
a tiny, greyish creature runs between your legs and darts into the forest.
Do I get a shot at it?
No, you don't get a shot at it.
No,
as
but I
this
give it runs away.
As this tiny, strange raccoon runs into the forest away from you.
That guy again.
Stop trying to murder innocent creatures.
Not saying
You
I was stealth.
you kind of sit
so
there
what
like
advantage.
you're stabbing into a bush. I'm not giving you that. And you kind of sat there for a second. And Ranos, you've been watching this entire thing because he's just kind of walked out, tipped over, and yeah, and the raccoon shot out. And Skaith, you just kind of sat
Laughing
there.
my ass off.
At this point,
Carry
you do
on.
notice another feature of the Gary tent.
Okay.
Whilst the Gary tent does blend perfectly into the background, it means that you do actually have to camouflage what's inside it.
Well, yeah, it is completely transparent. So you can see inside it. You can see all the beds and stuff. But
So, and the camp equipment isn't what you might call camouflaged.
no, I think this is a known fact. So
Right,
Because why would it be?
Carrie just has
makes no
a
sense.
flair for the glarish, doesn't he?
yeah.
Purple tents and so.
Okay.
So Skaith, you're kind of just stood there looking at this bush.
And I go,
And you hear
I-
sniggering from behind you.
I
I
write
just go
down my
back
song.
into the.
Great ideas for later.
I just go back into the tent. I just go. There's nothing that's gonna be outside, so I just decide not gonna watch, and I'm gonna try to teach CZ the lobster version of paw, which would claw.
So you pop ZZ out of your small little belt pouch, and as soon as he gets out, he's very unsettled. Normally he's quite calm, but you kind of see he's not quite sure what's going on, like looking around in all directions, looks over, puts a claw out, doesn't quite looks around, he's just
Because he's surrounded by
I'll
magic
bring him
tents.
outside, and I'll do it outside.
as you pop outside, he's like, and he starts just kind of snip towards the tent as if he wants the tent.
Oh, and I just get a piece of ration, and I'll start trying to teach him.
Okay, make me an animal handling check
Oh, good lord.
with disadvantage.
'Cause it's not an
Give
animal.
inspiration.
You are
Thank
inspired.
you.
So you would like
I
to
am
roll your
inspired.
Is it a D6, Ranos? Or is it D8?
I
forget. I can't remember what level it
I
goes
guess it's a. I think it's still D6.
I think it's a D6. So a 9. So Skaith, you spend the rest of your watch attempting to teach.
I still keep watch, by the way.
Cool. You try attempting to teach ZZ how to do claw, but he's more interested in the tent and is paying no attention to you, unfortunately. Even if you scold him a little bit, he doesn't care. He wants that tent.
The
I
tent.
can't bring out
A
Boss
little
whenever
magic
I
detector.
like. He has a time limit. Makes me sad.
Yeah, but Bodger is useful.
Yeah, but I can't play with him whenever I feel like it.
He does last for 3 hours, so
Yes, but if I spend 3 hours playing, that means he still gets to actually be useful if you decide to go and attack us all.
decide to. I don't decide anything. These things just happen. I've just got a roulette board that I'm just spinning every couple of minutes. Okay, so the rest of apart from that, the night is quite uneventful. You all get your long rests, so if you have lost any HP or any spell slots or anything like that, you regain those. Regain your hit dies, etc., etc. And wake up fresh and dandy in the morning.
Yeah. Great. Yep.
Can someone help me put my armor back on?
Yep. I got you.
There's
I got
too
you.
much of it.
Yep.
Thank
Where's the
you.
sausages in our breakfast?
Cool. Thank
Where's
you.
the room service?
I know, right?
Suddenly, a spectral Gary appears. No.
It's so cool.
Rations will have to do, I'm afraid.
It's like a mini mansion.
Gary
Notice-
did sell assorted cooking implements. You
do
just
notice-
didn't buy any.
In the tent, there is an item that you recognise. from when you travelled with Garrus before. The toaster that he was using to attempt to toast bread. That burnt every single time.
It could just be the setting.
I'm
It could just be
making a
setting.
cooking roll. I'm gonna make a cooking roll. Where's my shooty thing?
Is cooking a skill?
Yeah, I've got the cook's utensils thing because I've got. Where's that thing? No, I
Would
don't
that be
want that thing.
Yeah, you gotta use the cook's utensils as the tool.
I know.
Yeah.
But
You have.
But what are you trying to cook?
I'm gonna put together some. I've got packs of rations and I've got lots of croissants.
Oh yeah.
The croissants may be slightly dry
I'm-
by now.
It's food.
Yeah, so I was going to just jazz up the croissants with some
With some dried
like
rations.
herby relish. And yeah,
I mean,
but-
the rations
like
have
bacon and
berries and
croissants.
stuff in it. She can make like a jam.
yeah.
Okay,
Just let me get this
Croissants
right.
and
You're
jam.
getting the dried out croissants,
bacon.
which are dry and
I like
flaky,
it.
adding more dry things, and then putting it in something that gets hot.
You're gonna need a lot of water.
Okay,
You
so
need some sawdust for that?
Johanna, just roll me a d20 and I'll add what needs to be added to it.
Okay. I don't know what. I've got to get rid of this thing first.
Dira's just sitting here watching Bermuse eating his rations like,
I'll help when I
Fuck
can.
you,
I'll help if I
Darcy.
can. Nope.
13. Okay. So Johanna spends about half an hour mashing random food assortments together. Attempts to heat them up using the toaster.
Looks great.
What comes out is dry and crumbly,
I've very too many times.
but relatively edible.
Cool. It's awesome.
It's not
Nice.
good.
This is gnomish. This is earthy gnomish cooking. This is what I've learned how I learned to cook. So, it's earthy gnomish cooking. It's delicate. It's all about like just general.
Anyone is welcome to
This
insight check
nobody's
that, by
here
the way.
cooking.
Yeah. I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah, I
Questions.
believe her. I
Just
believe
like-
her, so I just eat it.
It's food. I don't care. I'm not picky.
So you'll eat your lovely-ish breakfast.
Yeah.
Lovely-ish. Yeah, you eat your tasty breakfast. And it's
you.
now early
I'll mix it
morning,
with a few of my own rations so it's not quite as dry.
and you're ready to roll. Would you like to continue towards Black Wolfsbane?
Yes, please.
Okay, so are you sticking with the same marching order?
Probably.
Yeah.
While we
Yes,
walk,
also.
I
I'm
ask
taking out Bodger. I want him to enjoy the early morning sunshine. He's next.
So you pop you pop the marble statue down on the ground and speak the command word, and Bodger pops out, looks around a bit confused, has a sniff, looks up at you, gives you what you can only imagine is a badger purr, and then goes and scratches himself against a tree.
Because you're always super awesome and useful in battle, but you should experience. I like when you experience the world. So even if we do end up needing you later, I want you to have a play and just to walk around.
And you can just see,
Okay.
he goes around, almost in a dog-like fashion, he just runs around sniffing bushes and having a look and doing a little bit of a dig as you guys and he just kind of keeps pace with you as you progress further into the forest.
while we walk, I have a question for the group.
Yeah.
You guys know of anything that could detect werewolves? As we know, their shape changes, so we don't know who could be one. So
I don't
They're
have any.
guys can think of
evil,
anything?
right? Are they
Divine
evil?
magic.
They're evil. I could technically, maybe.
are they evil?
Don't they usually have fur
Yeah.
and like pointy ears?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're
That,
like a really big dog.
Werewolves.
Yeah, we fought werewolves.
You're a werewolf,
Yeah.
Jon?
No, but
Admit it!
Ranos, if you'd like to touch him with the silver ring, you can do so, just to make sure.
I will touch him with a silver ring.
John, you kind of sit having this
it
conversation, Ranos
Nope.
just leads the
He's not a
hand
werewolf.
out, and you just kind of put your hand on his forehead, and you've got this cold ring that kind of sits on you, and you're really confused of why he's like just touching your face. But
You're good, Jon.
no reaction to the silver. You get the feeling John probably isn't a werewolf.
Probably.
However, he might just
I
have a
give
good
it a
pain
sec.
threshold.
yeah,
I would what?
Anyway, so as you head off.
So no nature checks from Arcana knowledge things, or.
I mean, are you trying to recall information about werewolves? What is it
I'm
you're trying
asking
to
the
do?
group if they know anything about how to determine if someone is a werewolf.
Do history check or something?
You can do a history check, yes?
Something?
I could try and recall something.
Yeah, if you do a nature
I
check
can
for me,
do-
Thero.
I don't think it's one. They're not.
I'm so good today! It's gonna
I
go
don't
shit when I
recall
have to actually
Andrew-
find something, but I'm
Theo
doing it.
knows you've
Super
seen a werewolf
evil.
before.
Yeah.
So, Johanna, if you
Yeah.
want to make a check on this, you can make a history check on this if you want.
Okay.
I've read a book about this. It's called Twilight.
I can't read.
No.
Is that history?
Yes.
Did I press it?
As
Okay.
insight,
Yes,
but I'll take the
insight.
roll.
Okay, sorry. They're so
Yeah.
close together.
So, Thero and Johanna, you kind of, well, all of you really, you kind of know a little bit about basics of werewolves, of what you've heard in myths and what you've read, and what you've also encountered before. You know that they have several forms. They can shift between human, your stereotypical werewolf form, and also standard wolf forms. They are very vulnerable and very allergic to silver most of the time. They tend to be relatively evil creatures as well. By default, werewolves are considered an evil creature by nature.
I could see.
But apart from that, in terms of detecting them and working out if someone's a werewolf, short of stabbing them with a silver sword and seeing how much it hurts them, or making them ingest silver, being in contact with silver does hurt, but nowhere near as much as something like ingesting silver or being stabbed or injured with a silver weapon. So that's kind of what you guys know about werewolves in general. But in terms of detecting them, very difficult, because they are human. They're just cursed humans.
They look human. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a detect evil spell, but I don't think it's going to work 100% because they're not evil, they're just evil. If you get what I mean?
The difference.
I get it. I'm not
It's like
actually
when you
touching
like
this.
somebody but
I'm
don't
just
like
touching
one.
No. So one thing is evil by, like, birth or by design, like celestials, and evil, and like would be good, or like fiends or
Demons.
Well,
vampires
surely
are
everything
evil.
can make a choice to be evil. Or
Like
Yeah,
Lycanthropy. is-
Werewolves is like that weird curse in between, and so I can't always.
Yeah, but it's an evil
be 100%
curse, isn't it? So it's
accurate.
still evil.
Yeah.
Just
What does the
wait till
spell
we get
say?
closer to
Say again?
where Logan is supposed to be camped, and then you can do it.
Yeah, it's
We're not even anywhere near where Logan's supposed to be camped.
Yeah. So Logan may
Hold
know
off on that.
more about this one, and you might be able to converse with him on that.
Or
Yeah,
Logan
if
may
you
be a
have
werewolf
something-
by now.
Logan could be a
I have-
werewolf. Logan could be a dragon. We don't know. I could be a dragon.
I love
So-
how you called him
You are
Logan
a-
while we're hunting for werewolves.
For all you
Might as well be looking for
massive
Wolverine.
net
Totally
battles.
not a werewolf.
Anyway, so moving forwards with your previously assigned path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend the next with the following marching order. You spend the next 2 hours roughly moving forwards through the dense wooded areas. Thero bringing up the front. Brain, come on, work. So after about 2 hours, you notice, Thero, the tree line starts to thin again. More so than spreading out. As you move forward further and further, you can see it's getting thinner and thinner until just probably about 20-30 feet in front of you. You can kind of see what looks to be some kind of clearing.
Okay. Can we see anything in the clearing at the moment?
Make me a perception check, please.
Can I
Always go to
walk up to
performance.
Zero and make a perception check too?
So yeah, you see him stop moving.
Oh,
you can
sorry,
move up
that's
to him.
Nice.
So it doesn't make a difference. So Thera, you look out, and you can see inside this clearing. It's grassy floor, but it's very clear, and this is very strange for a clearing, but it's very clean. You can't really see many plants, many bushes. It looks like a tended area, and probably a good 60, maybe just over 60 feet ahead of you, about 30, 40 foot into the clearing, you can see a large cluster of relatively dark-looking plants, quite long. Almost frond, with black petals pestering at the top. Also, to the left, just to kind of the northern side of the grove, of this clearing, really, you kind of do a double take. You see a giant bluish snail.
Okay.
Or just stay.
So
You see the snail as well?
So you're
Yeah.
still like 20 feet back, Ranos.
Oh yeah,
he's
he's
behind the things.
front.
He's moved up. He is ahead of you. So let's move you on to the right place. Oh, God,
Just going back.
I need more mind.
Do I see it?
Flashback.
Wait,
So as you move up, yes, you
Okay,
see
well,
the same.
I will do my Star Trek thing and say again very quietly say, guys, I think I ate a dodgy mushroom for breakfast.
What was in Johanna's cooking?
There seems to
Carrots
be
and berries.
a big snail,
I'll drop
like
you
a
on.
big snail.
That's just, wow.
Okay. Just be
I
the
mean-
elemental. Did you do the
Uh,
governor?
I don't know. Will the elemental be friendly?
They said he
they
was
said that if
just a
we,
gardener. He wasn't a guard.
yeah, he said if we acted like behaved well, they will allow us to take a few, but not everything.
So
Okay.
someone who is good at talking to people can.
In that case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move forward
Yeah,
and
no.
announce myself.
I was about to
Okay.
say.
Hello.
Let Nero and Vanos do the talking. They're the ones good at.
But we don't know how to guard. We don't know how to collect.
One sec, I'm just putting you guys onto the map. Just bear with me 2 seconds, sorry. So for those of you who haven't noticed, you are down at the very south side of the map. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's everyone, I believe. Okay.
I'm going to actually hide behind the tree. I don't want to be noticed.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm standing next to Portia.
Sorry, I'm just making some minor adjustments to something here. Bear with me.
Can we go say hi?
So Thero has already walked. Thero, was it yourself that walked forward and announced yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So
Here I go.
as you call out to this strange, colourful snail-type creature over on the far side of the grove, you don't really get any response.
It's beautiful.
So, and now that
It's
you
so
all
pretty.
step towards into the clearing, you can see this large snail. It's probably, if you were to end, is probably about 8 foot long, maybe about 4 foot wide. On its back, you can see this glistening, bluish, almost shimmering shell that kind of dances with slightly different colours.
Shimmering in a similar way to the spiderwebs.
Shimmering in a kind of no. So no, the spiderweb's more like an ethereal,
No.
phase in, phase out reality type thing. This is shiny, and the light just dances off of it, kind of like
It's just shiny elemental magic.
yeah. And on it, just out at its head, you can see it's got its 2 normal eye stalks, but it also has 3 or 4 large, fleshy, like tendrils, appendages ending in what looks like spiky balls, like flails.
It's a flail spider thing. Snakes is
You've been reading Volo's guide, huh?
Shh, Radiant. Shush. No better game.
My lips are sealed. Can I do a nature check and see if this is an elemental that we're looking for, or this is some type of other creature?
You can roll me a nature check, yeah.
We may have read it and go, yes, that's cool.
Flail snail.
I just like saying flail snail. So, Ranos, you've never really, you haven't come across this type of creature before, but you can kind of, you've seen similar type constructs and creatures, and this is some form of elemental. It's not a natural, it's not a beast. This is not a normal snail. It is some kind of elemental.
Well,
Does anyone know if
all
it
know
will
about
speak
these
common?
creatures?
Sorry?
Do I know
I'm
if they
trying to see if
common,
anyone
are
would
they
speak common,
sentient?
yeah.
So you know they're not the most intelligent creatures. They kind of come and go. They eat. They can be assigned simple commands and tasks sometimes if you can communicate with them, but they don't speak. So you can't walk up and have a conversation with it.
I would say, as long as we behave ourselves, try to do us any harm. And
No.
as long as we don't take too much out of the grove, we should be fine.
Do we know what they like to eat? Does anyone know what giant snails like to eat?
Bugs.
You kind of have a look while you look around on the ground around you. You can see kind of the central area of this grove seems to be quite bare. So it's and as
Can I sort of? Sorry, I was going to say, can I sort of slowly walk up towards the plants,
yeah.
Push.
and at the same time be like, guys, just keep an eye on it.
Oh yeah.
Theory,
Was the
if you stop there for me. Sorry, go on, Adrian.
Yeah.
the wolfsbane, wasn't it like emitting poison gas or something?
Makes you fall asleep.
So, Theoro, as you move forwards, you kind of get
No.
hit, and for those of you watching at home, I will notice there are perimeters around these things which are already in there. So I'm not just throwing that out there because he said it. He did walk into it first. You kind of, as you move forward, the air gets thick, almost syrupy, as you inhale this strange pollen-type entity. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Oh shoot! How far away is
Oh, man, I
he
should've
from
gone.
me? How
You
far
kind of-
away is he from me?
You feel... you yawn. Eyes feel heavy, but... Ugh. You're still awake. But you're groggy.
Firo, best get back here.
Must
Okay,
be
I'm gonna sort of retreat, just a little bit.
Okay, as you step back, you can kind of feel normal air rush hit you. You still feel a bit drowsy, but the effect does kind of feel like it's passing. But there is still some form of effect there.
Did
Are
the
you
snail
okay?
react?
What happened?
Snail has, while you're having the conversation, the snail has moved down a little bit and it kind of stopped on a patch, and you can kind of hear a bit of a munching, raspy sound that it seems to be chomping on, like.
It's weeding.
It's weeding, basically, yes.
How much wolfsbane is there?
So from where you can see 3 clusters of plants, each with probably about 4 or 5 of these like fern-like fronds protruding from them. It's kind of like quite a tall plant with small like bushes at the bottom, and each frond has these long, dark black leaves.
Good lord, son, go away. Jesus.
Well, that's. So you
How
just
much
move
do-
over to Europe. It's currently like dark, so that'll solve your problem. Go on.
Fully agree that.
How much did they want?
They've
much?
wanted a little bit, a couple of petals, a couple of leaves. Not a huge amount.
Okay.
Maybe
So
one
just pick
frond.
one.
So
Yeah.
you need
Probably
you
take
get-
what
if-
we need and then.
you need a frond, basically, just one of the
But we
like.
don't need everyone going in and getting it then. Just who's
Someone-
least likely to fall asleep?
I
Can't we-
have.
Yum. Can you hold your breath for long?
What to say?
I can try.
Does his immunity
have a
to poison
second
work
level
on this?
spell.
Um,
Sleep get back
Or
to
it's resistant, should I say? It's not immunity, is it?
No, he's resistant to poison damage more than anything.
I don't think it's poison.
And has advantage against saving throws against poison. So it might have
Yeah.
advantage on the
And-
checks.
Right, and elves being unable to be put asleep by magical means doesn't have an effect, does it? We discussed this last time.
That's right.
It's
So
plants.
elves are still affected by chemical.
So by the, yeah,
What if you
chemical,
wrapped
that's
like a
it.
scarf around your face, quite tight, like a kind of air filter, and then ran?
Or if instead of going there, we bring it here. So we throw a
That's
rope.
exactly what I was thinking. Does anyone have like mage hand or out there?
I don't.
You have that weird whippy thing.
Yeah, but I do. I do. I can try. I can try
Whip it
using
out.
my water whip
So you want to try and use your water whip to grab.
to bring. Yeah, to bring it back to me.
Okay, I believe your water whip's got a 30-foot range, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want you to do then is just make me a dexterity check.
Me.
Acrobatics check will be fine. Which I believe is your dex. So you
Guidance.
drop down your
or-
hand and this small ball of water appears. This dark, murky, shadowy water that you've seen before, and you kind of reach out with the whip, and this tendril launches forwards, tries to wrap around one of the fronds and just doesn't quite get it, and you pull back, and you don't bring anything back with you.
It's been watered, at least.
Yeah.
If anything, that should appease the elemental.
Yeah.
At this point, does the elemental move at all?
No, you can see the elemental is very slowly moving in general, like
Snail.
it's just that's it. So the snail is kind of just slowly moving south. Doesn't seem to be moving towards you or anything. It's just kind of moving and doing its
I'm going to
rounds.
put myself between it and the others anyway, just in case. So just...
Should we
I was gonna
like
suggest-
circle
try and
around?
It to grab us some. I know it's not over.
Who can hold his breath the longest?
What is that, a con save?
So
Hold
breath
breath?
is all about constitution. Yeah.
I have a
Pretty decent
second
at it,
level,
actually.
a second
whisper,
spear spell I can cast to, give advantages to any saves.
I'm gonna go in.
But it's second level.
Going in.
And
Yeah,
hold my
do
breath.
that.
Okay,
Go
so
and spy on
Nira,
Nira.
Nira takes
Cover
a
your
deep
nostrils.
breath and starts. You start walking towards. So go on.
Con save.
Yep. So pop yourself on the map as well where you want to go. Okay.
Great. I'm just,
So
I'm also running as fast as I can, so no movement.
so
far
you
as-
reach
yeah.
the plant.
Grabbing it.
You grab it. It's quite tough.
Yep. Yep.
Make me a strength check.
Shit.
Because you're not using a tool to like cut this or anything. You're trying to
Strength.
pull it out.
I should have thrown her
Well, I have a
dagger.
dagger. I said you have a dagger.
You want to take the dagger out and use that? It's going to take you longer.
Yeah. Really?
So what do you want to do? Quick, pull it or stab it. Both are going to be a strength check, but there'll be different DCs.
Yeah, screw it. Oh, God.
You do have inspiration.
Or do? What?
You
I
have
got it.
inspiration. if
Inspired
want to
you.
use it.
What is that? A D6?
Yep.
I'm so
You
scared.
sound like you're putting in effort.
19.
19.
Okay, so you
Good.
pull up one of these fronds, you yank it out of the ground, and you now. Previously, you couldn't really see this miasma around you, but almost like an explosion of
Yeah.
pollen as you rip through,
Hi.
pulling bits up, and this cloud
I'm still holding my breath though.
kind of billows out from around you.
Uh-huh.
Theo and Johanna, you're a bit close, and it's out towards you. I need Johanna and Theo to make a Constitution saving throw as this kind of
Sorry,
wave
guys.
of spores hits you.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Come on.
I
You
can't-
got this. You got this.
Do you need me to roll it for you, Natasha, or are you okay?
I can't open. Wait, no. Maybe.
Still let
Hero's
roll
taking
like
the
a
shit
billion
out of
of
the
them.
man.
Yep.
I'm proud of it.
Theo's just standing there.
I'm the one that ran in.
It's like, my mum used to fart worse than this.
Okay, let me roll yours for you. So Johanna
I'm
gets a
opening
19.
up the
You got a
thing.
19. So you
Yes.
kind of hit. You again. You feel a bit drowsy. Nah.
Oh, for real.
I've
I'm
got
not
my
even
scarf,
moving it. Wait,
like
I'm
of
just-
my dress thing goes around my face. I've got so much hair. It just takes so much time to get through it.
But you feel a bit groggy, but yeah. You seem
I'm
fine.
not even breathing at this point. I'm just.
So
It's
Nira,
actually
you've gone over. You've pulled this out, and are you running back out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
just
Snail
whisper?
react at
Put
all?
it in the back of holding.
Make
the back of
one
holding.
more as you running
have the
out.
bag of
Make
holding.
me one more con save, Nira. Because this was a physical threat.
Yes!
Nira just takes a big inhale of this
No.
is nothing. No,
I'm not
Nira just turns and pegs
Not
it, and just
breathing at
legs it straight past Nira and Johanna, like, carrying this frond of Black's wolfsbane, spraying spores everywhere. But it kind of
I-
leaving
I'm
them
gonna go.
behind you,
I'm gonna go nearer. You're looking a bit bluer than normal.
and then
No,
big
I'm gonna
breath.
hand it off first. I'm gonna hand it off. To put in the bag of
I'm gonna put it
first.
in the. I put it in one of my spare vials. I have
walk
about 4
A
of
few
them
feet
left,
away from where
and then I
stopped,
put the vial
and
in the
then I'm
bag.
Well,
leave it.
this frond is probably a good 2 or 3 foot long.
Okay,
It
it
ain't
just
going in a
goes
vial.
straight in the bag.
You put it
That's
straight
what they
in the
needed,
bag.
right? That's what they needed, right?
Yeah.
Grab the right thing. Okay. We're all good now.
You can see that behind you,
Good
you've
job.
left a few petals on the floor, and
Oh well.
the
fine.
flail snail just slowly starts moving its way in that direction.
Just kind of wave. Like, hey, good job.
They said they just needed the
Towards
petals,
us or
right?
the-
Not the whole thing.
It's going towards the petals, not you guys.
Yeah, probably good.
So should we step back? Should we
Step
leave
back.
this
Should
guy
step
alone?
back
Yeah,
and put
I'm
the
gonna step
just
back.
put the wolfsbane away.
And you can
Oh, yeah,
you can kind
yeah.
of you hear a
Not
bit
that
of
it
a
wants our wolfsbane.
munching, rasping sound as it seems to be, and it kind of just moves almost like a strange snail-type Hoover, just sucking up the fronds. After it takes about a minute for it to do the course, and then just kind of starts continues to roam around the area.
Guys, that was amazing.
That was
Yeah, you did
amazing.
really well.
I'm so
We
proud
did
of you.
Like, I've got a decent constitution save. Fuck it, I'll just go for it. Screw it. I'm going.
That's great. Do they need the petals or just the rest of the whole thing? Did they say?
Petals.
Because
I don't recall him saying.
no,
Should
because
we
I don't.
replant
I don't-
the roots?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna die if I don't put it in a vial in the bag.
We should probably plant the roots back, respectfully, because we only need the.
I didn't
Petals.
grab. The
So you kind of
whole plant.
you didn't. It's not the whole plant. It's like a frond of this fronded plant.
Okay, I have to
It's like
admit
a
I don't know
bush.
what a frond is.
And it's
So
got
think of
things-
a fern.
Fern.
Like
Yeah.
a leaf. Thing,
It's
then,
kind of like. Don't worry.
Oh,
She
yeah,
only
yeah.
pulled like
Things-
a
thought
a
you should
one
pull
st-
part
one
of-
stem of a
She put
multi-stemmed
part of it
plant,
on. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's fine then.
but it was quite a large one.
If they don't like it, Mira's a badass, and she can get it. So that was pretty easy. Mira, you
I
are.
think
Thank you.
we should take a little more for ourselves, because this seems
Why?
really useful.
Yeah, probably.
Nope, that was the wrong text. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
So
but the one who's got
that's
to
a
do
frond,
something with
for
it
those of
is
you
No, I'm
me.
just
and
gonna paste
Cool.
that. That's what I was trying to do, but it was the wrong text. Sorry.
Scaife, but we're not sure. I think it's either Scaife or I need to learn how to actually handle it before we can use it ourselves. So we can come back later if we decide we know how.
You know, we won't come back later. Why not just grab another?
If you want to go in and grab another,
Someone
be
with
my
a
guest.
skill.
that would be-
You did
So
so
let's go.
well.
Okay.
These
My
plants
only
have
issue
nothing
is,
to use.
if we take too much, we're gonna piss off Mr. Freddy
Yeah.
Snail.
Let's just
Wilbur.
go.
I
Give
think
them all of the
two fronds is
fun.
too much.
Just don't give them
I
all of
don't know.
the
turned to Johanna. Do you want more?
Let's just go.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not a giant snail.
To be honest, I think the snail would be kind of thankful if we yanked out a little more.
Let's just go.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
I
just.
don't like this. I don't want to be here any more than I have to. Let's just go.
No, let's.
Alright.
I said let's go
Side
look for
quest.
Logan.
Yeah.
Where's Skate?
Yeah, you're right, Ram. Yeah.
Can I sleight of hand take the bag of holding off Johanna?
You can't
with
take
them
the
not
bag of
talking.
In
holding.
your wildest dreams, no. This is a satchel. There's one thing like
It's like-
lifting a
Okay.
coin from someone's pocket, actually going and taking something over their head without them noticing.
Okay, I thought it was
It's
just
very
attached.
impressive. No,
No.
it's like
It's like
a laptop bag.
across the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. You do
Johanna.
know that the straps of the bag go under the armor, right? It's pretty much attached to
So
me.
if
all
you want
the
to try
time.
and stealth strip Johanna and then rob her, you can try.
You will get it.
I'm sure I saw
into the
like.
face.
This is not Skyrim.
about this.
Yeah,
Johanna,
put a bucket
can
on
I
head
have
first and you'll be fine.
the bag of holding?
Sorry, go on. What did you say, Skaith?
I want to grab the bag. I want to ask for the bag of holding.
No.
I want to get more. I'm going to get more. But instead of bringing it back, I'm just going to put it straight in.
You want to try and put the bag of
So
holding
it's-
on top of this?
No, as in, I'm going to cut it off with my short sword, but put it straight afterwards, directly in. And instead of bringing it back to the group.
Your constitution is terrible. Why would you do
Yeah, but I'm wearing the amulet of constitution, so it's...
Can we just leave?
No.
Please?
I just start walking up.
So, Skaith, if you want to go
leave?
and try and get a front, you are
Let's
welcome
just
to do
leave.
so. But
Yeah,
the rest
no,
of the
but I'm not
party
gonna be
seems
able
to be turning around right now.
I'm leaving.
I won't be able to put it anywhere.
I'm sure I can find somewhere to
We
put
don't need another one. We got enough. Let's go. Thing we got was like 2 or 3 people.
Johanna,
No way
think
they're
of the
gonna need the whole thing.
potions!
There's
think
no
of the
way they're gonna need the whole
potions.
thing.
What do you think
One
they're
of them
gonna use it
poison.
for anyway? Johanna.
Randos really wants some of this.
No, I want to know what this is used for. Except maybe sleeping potions.
If we find out what it's used for, we can come
Getting
back
high.
and get more. We know where it
That-
is.
That's.
Once we find out what it's used for,
We can
think
go
it's
on.
used
I'm just asking. I don't want to pick it.
I don't
for,
know.
come back and get it.
I do healing, and Skaith is the like
Yeah, I
straight
can
up
make some...
damage. Skaith is the one who cares about the actual status effects.
Yeah, I like poison.
Okay, so, final thing. Is anyone else going in to get more plant life, or are you moving on?
No, I'm not.
Unless I don't have a bag of holding, I can't do it.
Okay then. So, moving on. You
Considering
continue.
that your first option was trying to steal it, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay, so skirting around the grove because your destination lies on the other side. So skirting around the grove,
Gonna go back into the woods.
back into the woods you go. Let's put you back on the. Let me just put you back on the map. You know what? Logic would dictate moving the map rather than to keep doing this. I'm going to just realise this. I'm not.
I was thinking that when you
I
were
was about to say,
talking
can you
about doing it
reorganize?
before.
I am not a smart man, apparently.
We figured this out after like 11 weeks of this, to be honest.
Thank you, Tom.
Got it, guys. We get it.
Is that how long
I think
you've
this
been
is more
playing?
to do with he is a sleep deprived man.
We've been playing for a while.
Well, this is
Oh,
this,
God.
this is episode 13.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Plus, we had session 0, so technically this is our 14th session. 15th if you count the one
And-
shot.
One shot.
God,
That's
yeah.
how. So 15 weeks, even
And
with
there were a
breaks.
couple of
That's
weeks
how
we
long
missed. Yeah.
you guys have stuck together. It's quite impressive so far. So, heading straight
Oh,
towards
still level
Logan.
4. What a shame.
Yeah.
So, heading as a group, just heading towards Logan, or
Yeah.
okay, same marching order.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I'm keeping my eye on Bodger so that when he goes, I've got him in my arms ready to just put away safely. Because he's only
Okay.
got like an hour left.
Yeah, you travel for a few hours and about 45 minutes, 50 minutes into leaving the grove. Bodger looks at you. You can almost see
I
a
give him a
sad,
kiss before he
sad look.
goes. I give him a kiss on the nose and a pet by the ears.
And then back into marble statue form.
Oh god.
I love your badge.
That badger noise is pretty cute. It's not what they sound like at all, but it's pretty
No,
cute.
just, I've never heard a badger, so that's what in my head. That's what badgers sound like.
It's so cute.
So, you guys continue on, travelling for the most of the day through the forest. Thero kind of again leading the way, navigating you through. You travel for a good probably another 7-8 hours until you kind of get that similar feeling of it's getting dark, it's getting late. You are now quite deep into Lurkwood Forest. The trees, as you kind of further in, moving away from the grove, the tree line has always been quite thick, but it continues to get denser, and the canopy thicker. And what light was around continues to darken as you go deeper into the forest. Kind of the trees pressing closer, and things like that. But you've been travelling now for a good additional 7 or 8 hours, and it's probably time to make camp again.
And can we see a decent clearing to make camp in, yeah?
Yep. Make me a survival. Those of you who want to find a clearing, make me survival checks. Theory, you can do it with advantage. Okay. Anybody else?
I'm just going to follow John.
I'm
I think.
trying,
I was
but I
about
need
to
to
say.
do my rolls and
Wow.
unless John's got an amazing one.
Like, yeah, no,
My
that's-
advantage has been really helpful today. It's been
Yeah.
amazing. Like, it's really affected my rolls. I feel like it's been worthwhile having.
Okay.
Hey,
So
at least it's not worse.
yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be. That's true.
So again,
Johanna
you
actually did decent on a survival roll.
I have a good survival rating.
you all split, kind of not quite split up, but you spread out. Not
I'm
keep
just standing in one spot.
keeping
I'm like, I have
with
no
it-
idea what I'm doing.
Nero sits in the central point, the flagpole of where you all began, marking
Yep.
your territory.
Like, y'all just come back to me when y'all find a good place.
So everyone all kind of spreads out and fans out a little bit, having a look around for a decent area. And there are clearings, but none of them really much more, because with the trees being quite dense and thick here, nothing really more than probably about 10 foot in diameter. Not quite big enough for the Gary tent, unfortunately.
Did we just not use the tent tonight? Just sleep on the ground?
It's still it's clear there's a few bushes and trees and twigs, but it looks like with probably wouldn't take you too long to clear a relatively decent area where you could sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
And it's still
Just
quite
vegetate
it-
around.
it's quite warm still, so it's not too bad.
I mean, if we cuddle, then we'll be fine.
Everyone snuggles for. If only you had Bodger here.
Ow! Ow!
So, watch. Who's doing what for watching?
I'm just going straight to sleep.
Okay.
Same as
I'll
last
take-
time.
I'll take.
Right.
Actually,
I think we should stick with the same rotation. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I was about
we'll
to say.
do Scafer.
I've written it down in the
John.
team loot.
You put it into. Let
Oh,
me
cool.
create you a
There you go.
handout.
We'll follow that.
Marching order and watch order. And I'll give you all access to it, and you can do what you want with it.
I was about to say, if
It will go in your journal section.
Johanna wants to get up at dawn, I'll get up with her since I usually camp with her. I'll start getting up with her, take the last watch.
Well, no,
Why
it's
have I got
it's
cats?
either me or Scafe that you paired with,
Yeah.
because we do half the watch each. Being elves, we only need half the sleep you
Right.
guys do.
Okay.
So that's how we can have two
Yeah,
on watch at all times.
okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Okay, so Randolph,
So-
there's another thing there if you want to drop it into there, copy into that or
So I
something.
sleep for a few hours, wake up for, 4, and then go back to sleep.
Two hours
Two.
for you.
Okay.
You have last watch. So
It still counts as a full rest.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fine. So, 3rd.
Okay,
I've got dawn then. Okay.
so
Whatever.
who's on first watch? Skaith and Ranos?
Ranos again.
Yep.
Okay, Ranos. Roll me a d20.
Should be team organized at this point because we have everything.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're sat up with Skaith, Skaith's doing whatever Skaith does at this kind of time of night.
Can I retry my animal checks again?
Oh God.
We'll get back to that.
He's
Yeah.
trying to train his tool.
I love this. This is so.
so
This is
cute.
actually probably the most interesting thing ever.
I
So,
know.
Ranos,
Once again, it's trained
there's a
the tool.
breeze,
I don't get how that happened.
and you notice a shift on the wind and a scent. Musty. Something not quite dirty, but very nature-like. Smells strange.
I tap Skaith. You smell that?
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
Was it him?
I don't think it was him, no.
Yeah, mate. No, I don't think that was quite you. What I'm smelling.
Can I make
Can we-
a perception check?
Can we make out where it's coming from?
So both of you make me perception checks.
Gonna run across a dead raccoon. Honest.
So, Skaith, both of you,
Scared that one to death.
you can quite easily tell which direction it's coming from because the wind is blowing into you from the east, from the west, and it's carrying the smell to you. So whatever is generating this odor appears to be coming from the west, from a westward direction. Now that
Tell
you
what it
kind of
smells like?
you take a second and you, it smells like damp fur, wet dog,
Is there a
but
river?
striped,
I go back and
slightly
wake everyone
different.
I go back and wake everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
I'm
we're
gonna
looking for
look
werewolves, and if I smell
look
fur,
out
I'm not
with my bow ready.
going to take chances.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What?
Good thing I didn't use these spells yesterday.
What are we doing?
Apparently there's
There's
something
something-
going on.
So
Something
Charles,
going on.
we're moving to that map. You
Wow.
know which one I
Didn't
mean.
even have a name.
Can I run up and jump in the tree?
Well, let me pop you guys on the map.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing this instead of you guys.
That's
Actually.
Clearing we found.
This, do note, not to scale. As I said, it's a 10-foot thing, so just bear with me for what just on size things. So this
We
is
were
kind of
in like this area.
tree.
Any resemblance to any other map seen in different campaigns is purely coincidental.
Yeah, ignore.
It's not easy to
Maps,
reuse them,
that's
is
fine.
it?
We're in the same world. Fine.
Maybe a completely different part of that world, but somewhere.
Whatever.
You can't have.
Wait,
Makes sense. If,
Suddenly, treants abound.
I think my computer's got a virus.
no. Yeah.
Pop-ups of trees. Like what?
I jump from tree to tree.
Ranos, the monkey
Leaping,
man.
bounding.
Athletics check. Acrobatics. Something. Shit.
No, a dramatic check.
Mighty trees of British Columbia.
So,
Alright.
and like I said,
Connect with the deciduous
Yeah.
trees.
So the smell is coming from the
Well,
east. you see.
Shimmer,
coming
almost as
from
if
the
it's
west.
changing before your eyes.
West.
so the smell is that way.
From there.
So, do I think it's close, or do I
It is
just have keen sense of smell?
You can't tell. You can just smell something.
It smells like wet fur, and I think
Yeah,
Gay.
keep an eye out.
from you've not. The closest thing you can kind of put it towards is like wet dog or something along those lines. It's difficult to pinpoint, but
Is there a full moon out? Just curious.
no, there isn't. The moon, however, is
Can't see it.
invisible to you
Just
because
kidding.
of the cloud
Can't
cover.
see it. Clouds. Yep.
Uh, Nathan, I
And,
would like to climb a tree.
Make me an acrobatics check. With yeah, just make me an acrobatics check to try and scamper up a tree.
I'm just gonna ready a firebolt since he woke me up. I'm like ready to whatever.
I'm gonna get in front of Nira.
I'm gonna climb up the tree and like stealth it.
Okay, make me a stealth check as well.
Alright.
So,
Everyone
Thero
smell the
and
smell? Or?
Ranos, you can hear
Yeah,
it.
can everyone smell it?
You can kind of. It is quite a pungent smell. Quite strong.
Okay.
And you can now, Ranos, Thero, you hear now. Snap of a twig over towards the west, not too far from you.
Okay, I'm gonna ready my bow and aim clearly towards these bushes
Okay.
at the west. Thank you for telling me, whoever turned me off.
That's me. It
I
just
always
irritates
forget
me
that
when
you
that
can-
doesn't happen. It's like, you're
I
facing
always
this way,
forget
I
you
will
can
face
turn
you
these
this way
things.
then. Anyway. Everyone else, is there anything
Zero.
particularly you're doing? Or
I can't tell.
I was gonna say I see
so
Vera
then-
aiming, so I'm
Sorry, I
gonna
was gonna
aim
say,
that
I'm
way
gonna
as
try
well.
and
Just kind
hide,
of keep an eye on
like,
those that general
over by
area
these
in
bushes somewhere as
case
well.
something pops out.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
try and like cower behind
Yeah.
a tree or something.
I can like aim over Johanna's head or something back. But yeah,
And whisper
that's all
to Tiro.
I'm pretty short for an elf, and you're very tall, so that works.
I'm like
You don't have to
6'2".
whisper to me, you know you can like Star Trek it into your badge, yeah?
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that's
that's
what
an
I was
illusion.
doing.
The sound of a young.
Oh yeah, we can do
What's
that.
this?
Forgot.
Wild bawling.
A boar. You made the sound of a small boar.
Yeah, what they call
Piggy.
piggies. Yeah.
You could have said a
No,
small girl.
very,
you would
very
have played,
faint,
like
so-
a Red
See
Riding
if
Hood
we
sort
can
of
bait
Eh.
them.
I can't do pig. I can do.
Isn't that a sheep?
They're the same thing, pretty much. No
They're
more
still
critiquing
pigs
of my
to their
animal
point.
sound-making abilities, please.
I'm gonna find a soundbite and send it to you. You know
Yeah.
that.
Moving on.
I mean, there are wolves in the soundtrack, so you
Yeah,
know.
there are. It's just that and they keep going on like there are
Just
like there are no wolves around. You're not hearing these wolves. They're just there. Anyway, so Ranos, you make the sound of a small boarlet piglet type thing, and then suddenly you see a large hulking form burst from the bush into the clearing.
Albert,
Oh god.
Can we see what
What?
it is?
is that actually an Albert?
That's a terrible
What
token
is
for an
Taking
owlbear.
the piss.
Oh my god.
What is
And
that?
out
Oh my
jumps. I don't. It's the best. Apparently, that's meant to be an owlbear. Now let me just see if I've got a better token because that sucks.
Yeah, that's actually a
I
pretty
literally,
Like
I
a
said that
werewolf.
taking the piss.
Well, I've got that.
Honestly, I'm not even watching.
It's supposed to be a werewolf.
I'm
That's
not
way
even
better.
watching Toonstream. But I was looking at the Prince's game earlier, Nathan.
It's an
I was
Albert.
looking at the Prince's game earlier.
That's
and
not
May
fur,
had
that's
looked at
feathers. There's a difference.
Sorry, Tom. What were you saying?
it. I was
Fried
looking at the
Owlbear.
Prince's game earlier and may have seen the card for an owlbear, and that's why I thought that. I was like, owlbear.
These are terrible out. We're sticking with the original because that's set up. So
Oh,
This-
The second
second
one was
one.
another.
I
The
liked
second one was
the
good.
ripped. I liked the third one, the ripped one.
Yeah. No, we don't need one that big.
how about this one then?
How about this one?
Yeah, man.
We'll have
I
that.
like the
buff.
second one. I like
Big-
the second one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
Hench owlbear. Okay, so the hench. No, that's far too realistic. Hench owlbear. So let me transfer the stat sheet. So the hench owlbear bursts from the bushes. Not that big either.
Oh my
Good lord.
Just,
I'm
just
gonna
like
stay
those,
quiet.
like the big lifters at the gym. Like, you fucking what? Burst out
Not gonna
towards
make
the
any
sound
noise.
of the boarlet,
Stay quiet.
and just kind
Looks
of.
like a Pokemon.
It's
Yeah,
Ursamon.
it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Anyway,
It does.
I,
so beefy.
Roger, I choose you.
So this owlbear jumps out of the bushes towards the sound, but there's nothing there.
Do I know what that is?
An owlbear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's an owlbear.
We got a shot before we.
Rolling initiative.
And at that point,
Yeah.
it jumps out, and we're going to now roll initiative.
We gotta fight an owlbear, guys. That's decent for me. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. I didn't get like a 6.
Man.
I'm so nice. I got a 21. I'll have that.
Actually, remember to use the button this time.
I'm guessing we don't get a spy train.
No.
We were all waiting for it.
Yeah.
Waiting for something to
We'll
pop.
see.
And we load it out. We tricked it into revealing itself before it was ready to.
That's better. Just roll first. Roll a 7
I
first.
was ready for something to jump out.
You
Or did I do it without?
Yeah, this is not a
I did
this
it
is not a
without touching
difficult.
my token, didn't I?
That's all right.
Not just a bear, Charles. I'll point out it's an owl bear, and
Yeah.
owls are wise.
Let's not go down that chain of thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Also bear, so it's wise and strong.
Yes. Okay,
Oh,
so
we're in a row.
Alright, stop making this thing
Right.
sound worse than it is.
so the owlbear darts out of the
How
bush.
wise owls were when I nearly took one out with a car aerial the other day.
Yeah.
Those damn flying owlbears. Anyway, so the owlbear jumps out of the bush and attempting to attack the sound of the ballet, and kind of stand, just kind of drops around, looking confused, and looks straight at you.
Hello.
Theo, your turn. So we're just going to roll through the normal initiative.
Okay, I am going to just shoot it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I got the
27 will
defense.
hit. Strangely enough.
That's odd.
Oh, I should have put my mark on it.
Is it a huge creature?
Oh well, too late now. I didn't do it first, it's fine.
It's large, Ranos. So
There you go.
you strike,
That's-
dealing 12 points of piercing damage as you fire and just
Tactical mistake, guys. Sorry.
and the arrow just kind of sticks
Save it
in
for
the front
later.
of its shoulder,
We don't
and
need it for this. I need it
reaches
for later.
over with its strange beak-like mouth, snaps it in two and chucks it off. Scary.
Nice.
Quick question: these
Trees?
are those what
They're-
are these?
They're trees.
They're just trees.
Okay.
They're not
We
going to
had
kill
more
us.
trees in to make it more feasible for us not be able to
Yeah, but
get here.
could also be a bush or something.
Yeah, no, these are trees. Skaith,
So do I have direct?
you're very quiet.
Oh no, sorry. Do I have a direct line to shoot at it?
From where you are, yeah, it's difficult. You are kind of shooting from within a tree, past a tree, but so it will have probably half cover, but you can shoot it.
Half cover is +2.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I got advantage.
because you're hidden,
I'm
Also,
hidden.
he's going
I'm also.
and
I'm
because it
going.
hasn't gone yet.
Going before the creature.
So roll your. Are you shooting with your bow?
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll hit. And you deal 19 points of piercing damage. Just strike it in the other shoulder. And just kind of have these two arrowheads just poking out, and again, just bites it off.
I like to just move slightly away the tree, so like over here, and then hide again.
Okay, make me a stealth check with disadvantage. If you are running through a tree.
Yeah.
I'm an elf though.
Just because you're an elf doesn't mean you're an affinity for trees. So you make a lot of crunch, crunch, rustle, rustle, rustle as you move through this tree.
Yeah, you're also not a wood elf.
Yeah. So you hate trees. Nira, your turn.
All right. I'm
But
going
I
for my
am
standard,
high up though.
firebolt.
Okay,
Just
fire
chucking
away.
it straight. I'm assuming that's a straight shot.
Yeah, you can see it from there. You can see its beady eyes blazing through. That'll do. So that'll hit,
Okay.
so roll damage.
And then, yeah.
7.
That's more
And-
than average. I'm good. I'm good with that.
You just kind of catch it in the face, and you can see the feathers around its face singe and curl up.
Oh god, I kind of feel bad now. I ruined your hairdo. Sorry.
Johanna.
Okay,
Right.
I'm going to cast Bless at level 2. So that's then going to be on me and Nira and Ranos, because he's ahead, and who else could do with it, because I do it on 4. So.
Jump.
Yeah,
maybe.
Jump. Yeah, the 4 non-tree people.
Okay, so casting at level 2, does that allow you to upgrade it to a 2d4?
Yeah, that means I could do it. No, it just lets me add another person.
Oh, okay. Because it's
So
up to 3.
Yeah, no, it's 1 additional creature for each slot above first, so it just means I could do it to 4 people, but it's still a d4.
Okay.
It's a level 1 spell. It's not huge.
And you just want to move down, do you?
I'm going to move down, and with my bonus action, I'm just going to see if enough time has passed for Bodger to have got his rest.
Unfortunately, not.
No, I'm just checking.
This is quite early within your rotation, so you haven't had a long rest yet.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just double checking to see whether or not he thought he had enough time. So that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to move then and get my wall pick out, so I can do a bum rush later if I need to.
Okay, so Ranos, this creature bearing down.
Thank you for tanking.
Runs. He just goes into an almost a lumbering run and just roars at you and charges, gnashes out with its beak. I think that'll hit.
Wow.
Dealing
just about
12 points of piercing damage, and it just tears a big gash down your front. And as it pulls back, it kind of rears back, lifting a big meaty claw and swipes forward at you, dealing an additional 15.
Can I do cutting words?
You can do cutting words on it, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
you've got your saving throws. Oh, yeah.
So it drops it down to 15, which is equal to your AC, I believe.
Yeah.
So the creature, you kind of, you go, you bitch, and smack, and just rakes you across the face with its big meaty claw. Does that knock you down?
It does very much so, yeah.
And you see, the rest of you see this creature jumps up, tears a chunk out of Ranos, and then smacks him to the ground with a meaty paw, as he's now prone and unconscious on the floor.
Thank you for
Ranos, death save, please.
What? How are we already at a death save? What the hell happened? For 2 seconds, someone's dead.
Owlbears are a beast.
So that's a success, so you're alright at the moment.
Alright. Wow, okay, that completely changed my strategy then.
Jump!
Yeah, I just want to check, does it count as a short rest?
Really weird.
You probably would have had a short rest by now, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I got all my key points back. That's all I needed to know. And then I'm just gonna run up to the owlbear, and start flurrying. Can I read? I can start now.
Oh shit.
So it's
kind of over Ranos' body.
I'll move down just to that.
Over my dead body.
Literally.
Over Ranos' dead body.
So you get 1 sword attack and 2 unarmed strikes, don't you? So
yeah.
That's it. Okay, so they all hit. So roll damage on all of them. So 9. No, the 9 doesn't. That was an extra roll by mistake. So 9, 16, 21 points of damage. Wow. So you run. So jump. You see Ranos ripped to shreds and just put down on the ground.
No!
And then you run up, drawing your sword and darting at the creature, slicing away. As you kind of cut directly across its face, through one of the eyes, just blinding it from one side, and then doof, doof in the face. The creature roars, it kind of rears back up on its back legs, and just keeps going. And just falls down on its back.
Is it dead?
And moves no more.
It's dead?
It's dead.
Good.
Kind of
Lord. That was annoying.
Okay,
So what do we do about this dead guy?
I'm
Just
going to sit down. I'm doing a cure wound.
Are you referring? I love the fact you all ignoring the unconscious Ranos on the floor, who's going to still be making death saves.
Look, he's old. He's going to die.
You made it though.
I'm doing cure wounds. Just let me open up my character sheet again.
Okay, so
and
Johanna casts
cure
wounds
Look.
on Ranos.
I picked up Revivify as my weapon, so even if he dies, I'm still okay.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, just based on
You've
that.
checked whether he's dead or mostly dead.
Has anyone read the variation of death rules and resurrection rules? Yet.
What now?
Or the +2
No.
for every death.
Yeah, I was going to ask how is death handled.
I have to read them properly, but maybe not yet. But as you get higher level, they may come into play. But we'll see.
What are they?
can't.
It's something that Mr. Mercer has written in order to, because death
He's not
at high
100%
level.
sure about it yet.
Yeah, he's
so-
still trying
yeah.
himself anyway. But it's a case of when you get to high
can't find
level,
my
death
key.
becomes quite a easy thing to do. But it's also very easy to reverse with like a revivify or a resurrection spell or whatever. So the idea being is introduces a DC
Unless
to
you
it.
got disintegrated.
Unless you get disintegrated,
That's
yes.
guiding bolt.
Yeah, it is.
They're both guiding
So
bolt. They're not cure wounds.
Ranos, you take 2 death fails. No, but
then
the
you
idea is
gain 4 health.
whenever you try and do
So now he's dead. Like, good luck.
when you try to resurrect somebody,
You just-
there's a
just let him do
DC
it. You're
that you
doing
have
a
to
bunch
put
of
Yeah,
against it,
I know what I'm doing.
Don't
And-
stop.
Okay.
Stop.
and
Stop.
but there's a
Stop
DC
hitting
against the
stuff.
resurrection,
Let him do it.
and every time you're resurrected, that DC starts to climb.
Uh-huh.
So the more
That's
you're
interesting.
resurrected,
Back.
the more likely it is to fail and not work.
And then
Okay.
you'd have
That
to
seems
do my
annoying.
character.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're only level 4 though, so we should
But
have
you guys
a
are
while.
level 4. This is not going to come into play yet. Don't worry. Regardless,
Forget about
Ranos,
10
you
more
gain
levels.
8 or 9 HP. It doesn't make a difference. You're about to go back to sleep.
There you go, Ranos.
Yeah.
Have that. You gain 7.
There,
Yeah, it's done.
Ranos,
Done.
you're not asleep.
What? Oh, it's already
Killed it.
dead?
Yep, killed it!
Nice.
What a weak creature.
I want to open the owlbear's mouth. See if it has any kind of teeth.
His mouth, and you're looking for teeth.
Yeah.
No,
Can
it has
I
a
don't
beak.
know if it.
The
Does it
owlbear
eat?
for parts.
So it's got the
Can I
face
just-
and head of an owl. So it has an owl's beak. Quite big and sharp, but no teeth.
Okay, I want to cut off one of its claws, I guess.
It does have claws. It's just like most of it's bare, apart from pretty much its face. So you can remove a claw. You need to give me a nature check.
Oh, like I'm just doing a rough.
It's fine. Still roll me a nature check.
Oh,
I think the main thing is it's got a weird combination of fur and feathers.
Yeah.
It's like it
It's-
starts out
it's
as feathers
18
on the
in
head,
its head.
and
I
then
think
pretty
the
much
feathers are worthwhile taking for arrows.
Yeah,
I want
arrows.
Yeah,
Yes.
feathers.
let's say if anyone has fletching, they can.
So
Can you
Skaith,
copy
you managed to
the
obtain a
rations?
owlbear claw.
It's added to the necklace of
I mean,
all the
if we-
things.
All the stuff you killed.
This is,
Owlbears are a bigger glass cannon than me. Like,
yeah.
I know,
that
right?
thing hit hard,
Well,
but Jesus
They
Christ, it
they
died
do
quick.
have 60
I'm
HP.
go-
Did we really take down that much?
Shh.
Like Thero and Skaith did about 20 each, and then John
I
Billy
did.
did over 20 himself. So you guys hit pretty hard. You're just all very squishy. You're all glass cannons.
Yeah.
The only one of us that's not squishy in that fight ran away.
Yeah.
Johanna.
I stayed in the
Johanna.
back, so I don't
I
know.
have bad
Thank you for having my back there.
I gotcha.
Saved your
I gotcha.
life. I saved your life. I have bad experience of being the sacrificial
That's what
lamb
you
of
get
this
for being a
group.
spellcaster at the front.
I was going to tell you to stay behind me, and then you ran ahead.
Well, he was the one that saw it first, so it kind of.
Anyway, so what do you guys want to do?
I want to
back
put
to
to it
sleep.
for breakfast.
Adapt to
Put
your
to it for
reality,
breakfast
not
meat.
to your wishes, Johanna.
Does it have any magic on it? Probably not.
No.
No.
These things, from what
Someone's
you've
gonna say
read
magic.
about owlbears, they're generally created by magic, but they're not
Okay.
themselves magic.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to
Is
sleep
there-
then. Because.
Someone do a nature check and see if they're edible.
They are part bear, so yes, you could harvest bear steak from it.
I'm harvesting bear steak for breakfast.
Okay, those of you who want to harvest the bear, owlbear, make me survival checks.
Can I just let CC just on one of the legs?
Survival check.
Sorry,
yeah, just add another one to that.
I'm just gonna drop CC on one of the legs and just let him eat it.
Okay, he just kind of does a little nibble away at one of the legs. So, as a group, you spend probably a good 20 minutes, half hour, with various knives and your weapons.
Nothing I can do here. I'm just going back.
And you manage to hack away some of the fatty bear meat that could be serviceably stewed or cooked.
Oh no, I was going to harvest feathers.
Oh, okay, Ranos, you managed to get about 20 feathers. Then they're relatively long. I don't know, 15 centimeters long, something like that. Quite sturdy as well, quite like thick stems. I don't know the proper word.
Euroscath, you want any feathers?
Good for arrows.
Yeah, I'll take some of the feathers.
10 each?
Yeah.
Okay. And Thero, you do manage to harvest 3 bear steaks. These are quite big things, and they're fatty and heavy, and easily feed 2 people.
Nice.
Okay, so I take it you're just going back to sleep?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we'll jump into a short rest here. Sorry, we'll jump into the long rest now. We'll go through your rest of your rotation, and while that happens, I'm just going to call a quick 2-3 minute break. So I can grab a drink and stuff. So if you do your long rests, grab drinks, do whatever you want to do, and we'll be back here in a minute.
Sure thing.
Cool. Off to go pee.
Thero,
Yeah,
Tom, can I grab 10 of the magical arrows back off you? I gave 20, or around 15. I gave 15. I just want 10 back for this fight. Or fighting.
Ooh, not
Where
so sure.
it was.
Do you want to wait until close to the time in case ZZ eats one?
No, I say because we're gonna be like we'll say you just give it to me once we start leaving.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yep. Thank you.
How many do you want? 10?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Cool. Done, mate.
Because I'm pretty sure I remembered, Skate remember last time that you need magical or silvered weapons.
Yeah. Right, that's cool. I need to go pee.
Hello again. So yeah, Edrin, I read through Volos and I thought, flail snail, that just sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
I thought there's got to be a way to throw that in there. Oh, it's funny.
And those are the ones who... Can I say this now?
Yeah, go for it.
Are those the ones that start crying?
I'm not sure actually. I've read I can't remember actually. I was referring to it, but those are the ones with like the anti-magic shell and stuff like that, which could have been quite fun.
I thought they were the ones when they retreat into the shell, they start crying, and then, unless you soothe them, they die.
Really? I didn't read that, but doesn't mean it's not true. You've now got me curious, and I'm going to go and have a look at it.
It might have been home brewed. I don't know.
if even so, I think I might have to start doing that. Because that sounds really cool. How to make everyone feel bad for attacking a snail.
Was the snail going to ever attack us?
I'll tell you about that in the after show.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi Tom.
Miss much?
No. It doesn't say anything in there, Ranos, but I still like it as an idea.
Maybe we find one that's very sensitive.
Maybe they're unfortunately they're not very bright, but maybe this could happen in the future. Maybe a emotionally scarred raccoon or something like that could have the same kind of traits.
Yeah.
Poor raccoon.
Are you trying to capture another animal?
No. We're merely discussing the flail snail.
Don't you think the alternative death system is kind of fatalistic?
It is, but I think the idea is for high levels because the idea being it's for high level stuff, like crit roll. They're all obviously like level 15 and stuff. If someone dies, they can revivify them, or they just go and take them back and cast resurrection. It's not.
Don't they always do the ritual thing? That's already raising the stakes, right?
So it's kind of adding on to that, yeah, because I think this was something Matt's been doing for a while, at least in some of the resurrections I've seen recently, but he's kind of like formalising and putting it together, he's building it over time. So, yeah.
I think the other thing is, the issue that you've got is, at that high level, if someone dies, like actually permadeaths, then, you know, you've got to replace it with another high level character, otherwise the party's weakened. That's my only issue with permadeath at that age.
Which is, I guess that's fine. It's just it's a difficulty of it, but at the same time, not having that aspect in there kind of removes some of the tension and three. Yeah, oh no, I died. Just come and bring me back like you did last time, type thing. It kind of there's no threat to it.
True.
But then you also need if you die, you also need to have like a last breath action.
Yes.
The last heroic thing you do.
When I play the game I'm the player in on Thursdays, I died last session. I got one shot by a dragon who turned me into a puddle, and as I dissolved, my death action was to fist bump my dwarven barbarian friend and then go into the Terminator. Thumbs up as I went down. I was only level 3, and it's like we were doing the starter set. There was a bit of metagaming to it because we were like, oh, it's only it's a poison. It's actually canon and written in the book. It's meant to be like a poison dragon, a green dragon. DM's homebrewing parts of it and changed it into a black dragon, which does acid. As a dwarf, I'm resistant to poison, so I didn't care. I was like, yeah, this will be fine. I'll go in there, fight it, and be fine. No, acid damage. Acid hurts. Like, really hurts.
You could also do private death saving throws.
Yeah, so
also add tension.
At the moment, I don't plan to use any of it right now, but maybe at high levels, or maybe once he's refined it a bit more, we might look at something like that. But I'm not trying to kill you guys yet.
Can you do private rolls on this?
I really I totally thought it was going to go up and not
Slash
forwards. Somehow, when I had it in my head, it was going to
the-
go the other
the
direction.
private death saves would not change the mechanics; it would just create tension.
Yeah, it's good. But anyway, I
How do you do GM rolls?
Yeah.
it's just literally /GM roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was gonna say, as far as fighting
I
a
can-
dragon, we were supposed to do that in my Pathfinder campaign last night.
Yeah.
We didn't. We ended up fighting a bunch of like undead and necromancers. The dragon was just kind of there. He kind of dropped off a couple people and then picked up a giant orb and flew it off somewhere else. I don't know where it went.
Dragons, strange creatures.
It was ironically it was kind of similar to the ziggurat in Critical Role, where there was a huge like pyramid type thing with the orb in it.
Yeah.
It was spewing out like darkness.
The strange evil orb of doom. Anyway, so moving.
When it comes to breakfast, Ranos gets the best cooked bear steak.
Okay, so
He
you
gets the
guys
best one.
have your long rest. In the morning, Johanna prepares bear steaks bear steaks and really dry croissants.
I can make. I've got water.
Okay, soggy dry croissants. Just because of something.
Get the black lungs.
Anyway, so you guys get up, you have your breakfast.
He gets the best breakfast.
Ranos has the best breakfast.
Because I totally thought that owlbear was going the other direction. I was going to do an order.
Magical cooking implements. Some are available. You just didn't buy them.
It's fine.
That's because I can cook.
Yeah, it doesn't need magic.
Just because they don't appreciate English cooking doesn't mean that I can't
I'm
cook.
appreciating it very much. Thank you. I appreciate any.
By the way,
I'll appreciate a steak of any
I
size
took some
anytime.
magic arrows.
You took some
I'm
magic
technically
out.
used to living in a castle, but I spent most of that time in a library, so it's mostly sandwiches.
So
It's
moving
mostly
on.
really crappy food.
Oh yeah, Nira, you're from royalty?
I wouldn't necessarily say royalty, but my parents were scientists.
Scholars.
Yeah, scholars, scientists, that kind of thing. They relegated me to research, which is why I spent most of my time in the library.
Research.
But
So,
you own a castle.
yeah.
That's incredible.
Kind of.
Castles are common.
It was a house. Really fancy
House
house.
or a castle?
Really fancy house.
Come on.
With a big
okay.
library. The biggest part of that house was the library. Just gonna say.
So, moving on.
Room was like that big, library was like that big.
Mental note: a family to hit up for cash at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or
Maybe.
Pull up my journal and write down.
Maybe we should write a.
So what's the address for that?
So, have you got a will at all? Or?
Waterdeep, actually.
Anyway, so you're up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you have your bear steaks. Ranos has a lovely,
that conversation.
hearty, full. You have your breakfast conversation.
Uh-huh.
You pack up your tents and your camp, and ready to move on. You get the sense from where Logan was marked or mentioned to you 2 days prior. You are quite close to now, probably an hour or so's travel away.
If they stayed in the same spot, which
That was his Logan's last known location, roughly.
yeah, they were probably.
Okay.
Would you like to head?
So-
do you want to head that way?
Manos, as your what should we do?
Come again?
Keep heading through Logan.
Manos is in charge. What do we think we should do?
Head to Logan's last known location.
Okay.
Okay. So as a group, same marching order again, I assume. You start to head deeper into Lurkwood towards roughly where you think Logan's last location was, based on what Vox told you back in the Gypsy camp. So, Thero, I need you to give me a nature check to see if you can. So you spend words. You spend a good hour or two heading in that direction. Now you're kind of near. You think you might be near roughly where it was mentioned, but I need you to make me some nature checks to see if you can find any information, of see actually locate them.
Yep.
I inspire Thero.
Thero, you feel inspired.
And do I get advantage on it? Sorry, yeah.
You get advantage, and you can add a d6 to it if you want.
We'll
on to
maybe
it.
save the d6 just in case.
Okay, so
It only lasts 10 minutes, you know.
Oh, okay, let's roll it then. Why not? Oh wow.
25 on the nature check. So it doesn't take you very long at all to pick up tracks and the trail, and you can see at least 4 sets of tracks. Okay. One of them you do notice, the one that appears to be the front one, has a very, this is very difficult to tell, but with that roll, it has the slightest of limp to its gait and the way it walks. And you can, as you move, as you follow them, it doesn't take you very.
Do we know roughly how long ago they passed?
Not long.
Oh, we
a
follow
day.
the tracks. Cool.
So as you kind of follow the tracks around a little bit, you come across what looks to be the remnants of a small camp. You can see a small fire where a small fire has been, a few charred bits of charcoal and burnt wood at the bottom, and like marks in the ground where tents have laid, footprints and the like. You also see slumped over one of the trees. Scratch that. You see the remnants of a camp. Ow.
Sorry, I lost you then.
Sorry, yeah. So you find the remnants of a camp, basically, where you can see.
Can we tell when the camp was vacated?
Recently.
How long ago? Recently. So the calls are still hot. And can we tell what direction they've gone in?
So again, make me another nature check to see if you can determine their path.
Good job, I've got advantage.
Good job, that advantage. So yes, the advantage is helping you now when you need it most. And you can see a trail. It seems to be heading south of your position. So not quite the way you came, but doubling back. Not doubling back, but heading southward.
Okay, so are the other guys with me?
Yeah. Everyone's. You didn't.
Yeah.
You were kind of all travelling as a group.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sort of relay that whoever broke this camp has now travelled south, and sort of start leading the way as if to follow the tracks.
Are we going back on ourselves?
You kind of. It's almost like you turn a right angle to the right type thing. So it's kind of like heading southeast type thing. So, Theo, you quite easily follow these tracks, and you follow them for probably about half an hour, not too long. Moving quite. At this point, I will ask: are you all moving stealthily or just moving normally?
Normally, I guess.
No, I say we go for a bit of stealth. Why not?
So, if you're rolling stealth, if you're moving stealthily, can you all give me stealth rolls, please? Again, we'll do a cumulative. See how badly you will fuck up.
Can you stealth roll?
Okay, let's have a look. 19, 16, 17, 11, 10.
Sorry.
So, with Thero's help kind of leading the way, directing you through some of the areas of dried twigs or leaves or rabbit bits. I think you might be muted, Katie.
Sorry.
You, as a group, you're relatively quiet. You hear the odd rustle of leaves. You kind of the odd twig that you crunch on, but as you go.
Smack a bush with my tail. It's like, oh, sorry. Sorry.
Now, are you saying sorry to the group or to the bush?
Everything.
Sorry, everything. So, in terms of marching with Athera, are you sticking again? Are you sticking with the group, or are you kind of moving slightly ahead of them?
I think I'll move slightly ahead because I can move at full speed, can't I?
You can move
the other guys can only move half.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think I'll move full speed.
Okay. Well, you can move full speed, but you will go faster than them.
Well, I just until I get a little bit of a gap, and then I'll let them keep.
So you kind of maintain the same kind of speed. Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend about half hour, 40 minutes wending through, and you're following these tracks. And you can hear, as you're moving forward, you hear in the distance talking. Can't quite make out. You can hear. Not. You know where someone's trying to shout but trying to keep it quiet at the same time. So
yeah.
Yeah, and you can kind of just hear muffled bit of that in the distance ahead of you, in the direction of the tracks, but you can't make out what they're saying.
Okay. I will sort of keep heading towards the voices and like signal back to the group to make sure that to say like, well, actually, I'll just Star Trek it through to tell them that I can hear voices just ahead of us.
Okay, and you want to continue moving forwards.
Moving towards the voices, yeah.
In a sneaky way. Okay,
Yeah.
the rest of you, are you continuing to follow? Are you going to hang back?
I'm going to hang back.
Yeah, yeah, I'm hanging back.
Not great on the stuff.
I'm staying with Ranos.
Yeah.
That's my new
Thank you.
mission.
Okay, so hanging back. So as a group, so Thera, you move forwards, and as you get a bit closer, you only have to move about 10-15 foot forwards.
I'm following, by the way, as well.
Okay, so fair enough, and you can start to make out the conversation, and you can't quite see without moving a little bit further, but you can hear snippets of conversation, and it appears to be a few men arguing, and you can hear, "It can't be trusted. It could be one of them. We just leave him here to die. No, we can't just leave him here. He's a threat." And you can kind of just hear this back and forth arguing.
I've spoken to Logan before. Can I tell if any of the voices are Logan?
You can hear. It's difficult to make out, but you think you do recognise the gruff voice of Logan the Huntsman.
Okay. Well, I'm going to relay back that it sounds like someone's injured, and that was Logan fighting for helping them. Yeah.
Logan was he was debating back and forth. You kind of got one guy going, "We've got to leave him," one saying, "We've got to stay," and the other one was Logan was agreeing it was a threat, but not quite. Yes, we must leave him.
Trying to be diplomatic.
He's kind of like on the fence.
Okay, so I'm going to relay back that Logan's party have stumbled upon or got an injury, and they're debating whether they should leave him or not because he can't be trusted. So I'm going to assume, maybe wrongly, but he's been bitten.
I'm going to start walking ahead then, because I'm hearing someone's been injured.
Okay.
Let's see.
You said there's Logan among them?
Yes.
Logan's among them.
Yeah, then I think
Yeah,
we should
then
come
let's
forward.
go.
Tell them we're
Go
coming then,
towards them.
because I'm going to come help.
Okay, I'm
Do
gonna
this before we get there.
I'm gonna sort of announce my presence.
So what you say like,
And be
hello?
like,
and
yeah,
stepping forward.
Logan, hello.
Who goes there?
And then I'm gonna sort of say, look, it's we've met before in Somova. Was it Somova we met in?
Yes.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we've met before in Somova. My name's Thero. I'm with Ranos. I believe you had a good conversation with him.
Hey.
And are you still kind of in the bushes, or are you moving forwards?
No, I'm
Oh,
moving
I'm
forwards
going-
as I'm saying this.
That's a good
He
idea.
says, "Step forward, show yourselves." And as you
Yeah,
as
so,
you
walking
step
out.
forward, you kind of open up into this clearing, and in the clearing you can see what looks to be a large rock and like almost like a cave entrance descending down. You can see 5 men, kind of laying in this opening, this clearing area. One of them lies dead on the floor, slashed from chest right across the chest, bleeding, still bleeding, but his chest does not rise and fall with the passage of breath, and he seems well and truly dead. You can see 3 armoured gentlemen, lightly armoured, kind of with like scouting armour, but in a kind of similar style to what you saw Heinrich's guards in the Corvin Castle. One of them is kind of has a heavy bleeding wound on the shoulder. 2 of them kind of one of the men is kind of standing nearby, a bit further away, no weapon drawn. With another man pointing his sword at the other guy who's kind of sat on the floor right now, nursing the shoulder. And Logan looked like he was pacing, but he's kind of stopped. He has bow in hand.
I'm just gonna go, oh shit, you weren't bitten by a fucking wolf, were you?
Yes, the guy on the ground. I went in to get it, and he got me on the shoulder.
It's okay.
And He wants to leave. He wants to kill me because he thinks I might be a werewolf. We can't take a chance. He could turn.
Hold have we got a bear yet?
We must think about this.
Do I know how this werewolf thing works? Do I know how long
I'm going to straight up cast Lesser Restoration and see what happens.
From what your knowledge of werewolves, what you've picked up in the past, you do get the understanding that the curse of lycanthropy is passed generally through blood or bites.
I'm going to cast a Lesser Restoration and see what happens.
It's a proper bite, so you can see this guy's got a heavy bleeding wound on the shoulder.
Alright.
Kind of gone through the armour type thing.
That does not look
now,
good.
The thing is though, Thero's been bitten and he didn't change. So there's a chance that he could resist it.
As soon as you say that, the guy pointing the sword turns and points the sword at Thero.
No.
He's not a werewolf.
He's not, I promise. I literally
I just turn to him and say, mate, try.
Be like, can I try to get us out of that? Like,
what do you mean he was bitten? Is he one of them?
We've fought these things before. He was bitten and resisted it. There is a chance
that
your man
I turn to him and go,
resisted.
no, we killed these things before.
Yeah, we have
and I
killed.
wink at him.
I have killed this thing before. It is not that much of a threat.
Nira, make me a persuasion check.
I literally have a pointer on it, and that is a fucking natural 20.
The guy turns, looks at Logan. You trust these guys?
We've done it before. I
No
promise.
reason to distrust them.
He is
Lower your
not
weapon, soldier.
A werewolf.
Puts the weapon.
There is a
He doesn't.
chance that this man can make it through.
Doesn't sheathe the weapon. He just lowers it, no longer threatening it. Theo kind of returns it, kind of loosely pointing at the guy on the floor. So, Johanna, you wanted to move up and cast a Lesser Restoration?
Yeah, I'm just going to do a Lesser Restoration because I'm assuming it can't hurt.
Okay, so Johanna kind of strides to the front, and the man kind of cowers. Oh, no, I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. Shut up.
Okay.
Take your healing.
This is so mean to everyone but us. It's so funny.
It's not just us.
Like but us part.
The rest of the group, the rest of the soldiers, they seem slightly taken aback by this, but don't mention anything. So Johanna kind of walks over, places a hand on the guy's other shoulder, and you see a flash of bright yellowish divine energy kind of down the arm, and kind of spreads throughout the guy's body, and he kind of lets out a sigh.
How'd that feel?
Good. That felt good.
Weird.
What did you do?
Magic.
Oh. What magic?
Divine magic.
Does that mean I'm going to be okay?
Divine magic.
Can I do another spell? Do I have enough time to do another one now?
Yeah, you can do. It depends what you want to do.
Okay, I want to do my level 1 detect evil and good. And I was going to see.
That's a good idea. See if he resisted it.
Okay, so you cast detect. You did cast detect evil.
Detect evil, yeah, on him.
And you don't sense evil.
No.
Where you are.
Okay.
Yet.
I would
suggest
keeping an eye on him just in case, but I can guarantee you 92% that he's okay.
What do you think, Logan? Stuff's...
I'm just saying, there is a chance to resist the effect of lycanthropy.
Dragonborn speaks true.
Extensive research on this.
Keep an eye on him for a month over the moon.
He's still hurt,
just
right?
Watch him. Yeah, he's still injured. I haven't actually healed him.
Can I go up to him, put my hand on his forehead with my ringer, of course, and cast Healing Word?
Okay, so you cast Healing Word on him as you can kind of...
Silver ring.
Yes, as you kind of see the wound on the shoulder the blood starts to stop pulsing as so much and bleeding out. Some of the wound closes lightly. Again,
I also touch the wound and This looks okay. I'm just checking the wound and
He's a bit
seeing if
confused
there's
of
any
what's going
reaction
on.
on the skin.
But you don't notice. You can you can see he relaxes and again lets out a warming sigh as the healing magic passes through him, but no reaction to the silver ring from what you can tell.
I think he's good. Yeah, I think that
feeling
count has
better?
gone up to like
Son?
93%.
What's your name?
My name's Baldrick. What are we gonna? Am I okay? Am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine, and I helped him up.
You help him to his feet. The other guy
93%.
still has a sword trained on him loosely. He kind of looks over. You can see he looks over to Logan.
Should
As
be
in,
fine.
it's fine.
Promise.
He's a good man. We'll keep an eye on him. You're relieved of your weapons and bound at night. And we'll see how you get
That's
on.
what we'll do. Yeah, keep an eye on him.
Logan, how goes the hunt? We were sent by the Baroness to assist you.
Very well. Very well to find us here. And you ask how the hunt is going, and he points to the ground. The hunt goes well. And he points to the man. You can now see he's wearing tattered, but still recognisable.
Typical werewolf.
Bright, colourish, coloured clothing, similar to what you'd recognise in the gypsy camp.
Oh.
Does he also have a tattoo?
So you kind of look around, you can see, yes, you can see, just through the shreds of the shirt, you can see a tattoo on the right arm.
Okay.
Does it
Is
seem
the same
similar
one?
to anything we saw in the camp?
It matches the symbol listed on the gypsy camp.
So, just remind me, there are 3 guards, Logan, and a dead body.
That's correct. So wounded guards, 2 normal guards, Logan,
They
and
did
a dead
also
body.
say
Can we see how
They
long
were-
the dead body's been dead?
It's like still bleeding.
I was about to say, they did say they were missing a few of their men. It could just be that the 2 we've run into that have been werewolves, could have been the missing men from the camp.
You ran into another one of these men.
Yes, down in Somova?
Long
was
saddle.
it?
Long saddle.
That's where it was, yeah. They were agitating a actual wolf den, making them attack the local people.
He stands
We
and
took
thin.
care of that.
In one man from their group.
Right.
I could understand. 2, I don't think that's a coincidence.
We've come across a gypsy camp on our way here. You have met them?
Yes, I've passed through on the way. They seemed
They
like
are-
reasonable people. But
Yeah, they,
now I'm
they
not
seem
so
like
sure.
that. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, seriously.
I've been tracking the area for a few days, and this creature was the only one I could find. I think-
One thing,
Yes.
the gypsies asked us to get wolfsbane. Would that have any connection to werewolves?
It would make sense.
What
The
exactly
more I think about it, the more I suspect these gypsies aren't quite what they seem.
The trick is whether or not they know and they're managing it, apart from the ones who run away, or that they know and they don't care.
Isn't that not possibly what the wolfsbane's for? Because I can't
That's
imagine.
what I'm saying. If they're managing it because they know that there's that's one thing. If they know and they're doing bad things with it, then we need to punch them in the face a lot.
If these creatures are a threat to this domain, then they must be removed. But I cannot do so without proof, evidence. They asked you to
Very
gather
good,
this
why
this wolfsbane, yes?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
they say what they were going to use it for?
They
Some
said it
sort of
was
festival they have in a few days' time.
A few days.
Also
moon.
coincides
Full
almost
moon in a
with
few
full moon.
days. This can't be
Yeah.
coincidence.
Did you see my
Did
message?
they
But
say-
then Eddie,
Yes, and it's just a herb. Wolves
What
don't
is it
like it.
useful? Wolves
Use
don't
it.
like it.
Wolves
Okay.
don't like it.
So
But it's kind of
they
it's a herb used in potions and remedies and tonics and stuff.
could it be used to suppress werewolves though?
Or
Is
defend
You
against
don't know.
Typically,
So, but the kind of the logical connection, possibly.
possibly.
Maybe
Okay.
the
So I'm
gypsies are
gonna
also...
go ahead. I'm a logical person. I'm gonna go ahead and make that connection and suggest that perhaps they were using wolfsbane to try to suppress the wolf. Like maybe a few of them got infected with the disease, and they were trying to use wolfsbane to suppress.
Maybe they
whatever
were also trying
got
to
infected.
keep the
Trying to keep
infected people away from the camp.
Well,
all that. Yeah. All that.
what you say does make sense, but I think it's clear that these people are a threat.
Yes, I can agree with that. Yeah, I've bought one of these things before. They are
They
very
are
deadly.
vicious creatures, and
Especially if they run across a wolf den, they can cause all kinds of panic.
being this close to our cities, our villages, our townspeople. This is not a threat I can ignore.
I agree.
But how long have they been sat there? Do you know?
Are we standing in front of a cave?
You are
How long
standing
have
in
you been
front of
camped
like a
there?
cave mouth, yes. Rouse. The gypsies, they come and go. They've
How
been here,
often?
every few months. Yes, I have word.
And have they ever attacked your town? Have you ever been attacked by werewolves before?
Signs of...
This could be a recent development, though. Werewolves seem to be a pretty recent thing.
I'm just gonna shoot Nero a bit of a look and be like, shh. Like, and try to convince him not to bite him, like, straight away.
Whatever we do, I need proof that these people are the threat. A suggestion: take this wolfsbane back to them. But before you do, take. Okay. I'm getting a lot of static from somebody. Unfortunately, my Skype's breaking up. I don't know who it is though. So whoever, if everyone's doing the Macarena, then the Macarena. And he pulls out a small vial, and you can see inside it a small metallic fragment. Small metallic fragments. Yes. I have some silver shards here. If we sabotage their wolfsbane and they ingest this, it will show them for the creatures they are. Then we can strike. If they have no effect, then we know they are not the ones we seek.
Is that not unhealthy to normal humans?
These are small. Will pass through the system like as nothing.
Are they shards or are they like a powder?
This is like very, very fine, slight slithers. The kind of stuff that.
Tom?
Natasha?
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Tom is lighting up on me.
Is it Tom? Sorry, I can't see my Skype at the moment. Anyway, so whoever's.
What about me? What?
Never mind.
Here, there's static coming from you, I think.
Oh, is it?
See if your mic's rubbing on your shirt or something. Anyway, so what he's kind of got it is kind of very fine slivers, not almost a powder. And you kind of get the idea. Yes, if someone were to ingest a small bit of this, it probably wouldn't do them too much harm.
Sounds like a fine plan to me.
If they are fine, if they are innocent, we continue our search. If not, we destroy the root of this evil. Can I trust you? Can I trust you for your aid in this?
Give us a second.
Well,
Seriously? Seriously? I mean, I'm all for killing them. So, yeah. But what if they...
If they're not entirely evil, I'm not
Yeah.
convinced we have to kill them.
Like, what if they're... I don't believe that there's such a thing as a good werewolf. I'm just saying, I think they're evil and we should kill them, but I'm playing devil's advocate. What if they are?
We could also
Even
help
if-
them try
Even
to
if they
break
mean
their
us no
curse.
harm, we can see already that they are a threat to the innocence of this town.
I'm a threat.
If they
Oh,
cannot
crap.
control their people, then yes, they are a threat.
Well,
But if they
I'd
manage to keep them under control,
How did
if they
this
can
This-
control
conspire?
them with the wolfsbane,
this creature at my feet proves they cannot. If they are the source of this corruption, they cannot be trusted. They cannot
but they're
control
not all.
their people.
They can't all be werewolves, or else they'd all be running around like mad people.
We do not know, and that is not a risk I'm willing to take with the innocent people of this town and these cities.
Then we make them move on.
And it just becomes someone else's problem.
Exactly.
Did the creature live in the cave?
You can you get the idea, so you can kind of see tracks around the cave. It looks like this creature was using it as some kind of den, probably similar to what you encountered before.
We should have a look around. Maybe you get some clues
I want
in
to
the
know
cave
if
or on the
this-
body.
I
Speak with
have
dead.
a speak with dead on the
That
dead
could be
thing.
very, very useful.
So you want to cast Speak with Dead on the
Corpse.
On the dead
on
thing.
the corpse.
I would say that Logan stays away because it was hostile to it just before death.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't I will give Logan my comm badge
So he
and
can
say,
hear.
you can listen in using this, but I
Even
don't
offer
want you.
suggestions and questions.
We're gonna
Or
ask the body some questions, but you can't be nearby because he's pissed off at you for killing him. So, you guys go 20, 30 meters away, hide behind some trees. You can listen in to a conversation, but don't be seen.
The rest of the guards kind of look to Logan for guidance. Maybe a persuasion check.
Cool. Oh, fuck.
We'll step back, but we're staying within view range. Come on. And they just it gives a nod to the guys, and they move probably about 10 meters away.
Mira, do you
towards
want to
the
get
cave.
in the way, so between it and them, so it can't see past them?
They're okay. And kind of moves in.
Good, because she's tall, so they
How
can't.
tall is she? Really?
Like 6 foot
6
odd.
foot.
What's that in non-freedom units?
I don't
It's
know.
like
180.
180, I think.
Oh, we're the same height.
Yeah. So she's pretty big. And as she moves in,
It's meant to be above 6 foot, so probably more 190.
Logan gives a cough.
Oh yeah, okay.
I said we will remain in vision range.
That's fine.
Oh,
Do
So
you
Nira kind of shuffles over a little bit so they can see.
What did I do?
You, if
You
if
just
they
basically
can't
been
see-
dancing.
Did shuffle.
You're mostly blocking a view so that the dead body can't see them, but they can see the dead body.
Okay. That's cool. So what do we do? We talk to this guy. Ask them what the wolf
Yeah.
span is for. We already done that.
So the
It's not-
creature.
it's
So you
not
haven't
okay.
cast a spell yet.
Okay.
We have
Ask them
5
what the wolf span is
questions.
for.
We should probably know what we're going to ask.
Yeah,
Ask them
I think-
what the wolf span is
Did
for.
Natasha just
What they
drop?
use it for.
Okay, so you casting the spell now, yes?
wait,
Yes.
wait, no.
No?
Wait until we know the 5 questions.
Ask them what the wolf span is for.
Yeah, so what's Wolfsbane for? Who turned you into a werewolf?
Are your
Yeah.
people werewolves? Where are you from?
How many of them are werewolves? How many?
And this, well, first one would be, are the gypsies?
Yeah. How many of them werewolves?
Ask if we can help the gypsies if they're werewolves. It doesn't seem
How we
as
can
hostile.
help control
One sec.
werewolves.
Fuck.
Because I'm
Fair
not
enough.
for killing anything that is trying to control itself. Because if it's trying to control, that means it's not evil. It means if it's trying not to kill anything, then it's not evil.
Okay,
If it
so
was
that's
evil, they would just be letting the werewolves run rampant everywhere.
that's 5 questions there.
That's 4.
That is.
Well, no, because one of them is a double.
Yeah, you got a double question.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're casting the spell.
Yeah, and I just say Ranos, you talk.
The person who casts the spell has to talk,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
Johanna, you there?
The only people she can talk to.
Johanna. Hello?
Technology is failing us once again.
It appears to be so. Okay then, so...
I can hear you.
Oh, now we can hear
Okay.
you. That's better.
Yep, that's better.
Okay, so Johanna, are you casting the spell now?
We got our questions in the chat. So much easier keeping track of this.
I can't hear you again, Tasha.
She's dropped again. Just check again.
Hello? Cleric. You still there?
For the ease of moving things on and the problems of
We got all
technology,
we have our questions.
I'll allow Ranos to ask the questions. Just to move it on. Okay, so Johanna casts the Speak with Dead spell.
All the spells.
Casts
all
of the spells.
Am I here? Am I
All the
here?
spells.
Okay, yep.
Yes, I am here. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so Johanna casts the Speak
Questions
with
in
Dead
the chat.
spell, and you can
See ya.
you see the area around where the body is grows dark and cold, and the creature, the man, just breathes in a deep breath, and seems to kind of be inflated. But and the head just kind of lolls forward. Eyes were never closed, just pure white.
I'm gonna hold Nira's hand very tight because it's the first time I've done this, and I'm
yep.
slightly scared.
Yep, I've got you.
Okay.
You're good. Come on, you got this.
I have questions. What's the Black Wolf's Bane for? Hi. Yeah.
The wolf's bane is used for potions.
Oh my god.
That's so helpful.
I knew that already.
That doesn't answer the question. Who turned you into a werewolf?
I was born this way.
Okay.
Are the gypsies werewolves?
Yes.
How many?
How many of the gypsies are werewolves?
Most.
Can we help?
Evil.
How about the other question? How about the other question?
Can we help them cure themselves?
Can we help them cure themselves?
No response.
Do they want to be cured?
And as you ask can they be cured? No response. And the body falls limp. As breath escapes, and the body returns to its limp, lifeless state.
She doesn't know, I guess.
Oh.
Okay,
Or
they're
like
definitely.
that.
I called this so long ago. I totally caught this.
Logan steps forward. So, these gypsies are these
And they apparently
ravenous
don't want to be cured.
creatures. They must be put down. Take the silver. Sabotage their plants. And when they're weak, we will strike them down.
One question, Logan.
Yes.
How did you come to know about the werewolves in the area, and what have they actually done to gather your attention?
A few travelling merchants were attacked by a fiendish creature on the night. I followed its tracks here. It led me to this thing. These things are a threat to our civilization, to our homes, to our people. They must be removed, dealt with, before they can cause more harm to us or others who are innocent bystanders.
No innocents are to be slaughtered
Ever.
in this fight.
Including
We
from
should
the Gypsy
think
town.
back
Weakened
on.
from the silver, then you go ahead and you kill them. But anyone who is not weakened,
Anyone
to be
who
left
refuses to fight, anyone.
anyone who surrenders is to be left alone.
Can we get paid for doing the tasks first?
I will instruct I and my men will do what we can.
Well, supposedly we're supposed to bring it all back at the same time. So we go and finish the rest of the quests, bring all of it back, and then
And
they
leave you
use the
guys.
Wolfsbane.
You don't necessarily have to do that.
And
Well, surely
The festival
anything
will
they're
be-
gonna give.
The festival will be soon. I
Yes.
suggest
remember-
we do not delay.
anyone who
Anything-
surrenders or refuses to fight is going to be left alone because they want to be better than they are.
Sorry, I keep getting cut off. What were you guys saying? I missed a response to my question.
I didn't answer your question.
What was it?
I'll come back to it, Tom. You want to be paid.
Yeah.
If,
Well, no, I was talking to the group. I mean,
Oh.
like, can we hand over the quests,
Well,
get paid
Yeah.
for it? and
whatever
see if they
we're,
drink the silver?
whatever they're gonna
Sure.
give to us, we
Bring
can
back-
loot.
The Wolfsbane. Laced
We
with
don't-
silver.
Well, no, I
should
kind
Anyone
of
who
feel like
does not
I kind of feel like we should
react to
complete.
the silver needs to be left alone.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Because they
So
are
if
not
we
a
shouldn't-
they
threat.
do not
We shouldn't loot
pose
the camp.
a threat, then they will be left. If they attack,
Sounds fair.
we will defend ourselves, as I expect
That's
you
agreeable.
will as well.
Defensive, yes. But you will not attack anyone who does not react to the silver.
I agree.
We should
I am
also
not
not
one for
forget
slaughtering
what
the
the,
innocents.
what the
I'm
werewolves
here to
did.
remove the problem. Sorry, Raz?
Good.
We should also remember what the werewolves did in Longstaff.
That's true. That's
Yeah, I
very true.
remember. I
Not
The
to
wolves did all
not
the
to
work
impose
there,
the
but yeah.
actions of
the
one
werewolves.
individual on project that on a group of others, but if it's
The
in
werewolves
nature with
agitated the natural wolves in the area, yes. If there are any natural wolves here, they will likely be agitated. The same.
I'm gonna wander off, and I want to whisper to Ranos and Nera when I've wandered off, and the rest of them by proxy. I have an idea about trying to get the best of both worlds, but we need to get away from Logan before we can discuss it.
Beheading by
Because it depends on you guys being able to talk at people.
So,
Logan, I have
Yes.
a question.
speak.
If we're gonna put the silver in the Wolfsbane, would it not be an immediate effect? So it's only gonna affect one of them.
It's a risk we must take. Unless you
They
have a better
make-
plan.
If they make potions out of the tainted wolfsbane, then it will affect everyone who takes the potion.
Yes. I
Look,
see.
I've got an idea, Logan.
Yes.
Why don't you go back to their camp, sit with them, and wait there for us? We've got a few other things that we need to sort out in the woods, in Lurkwood.
So let us sort that out, and we'll meet you back at the camp.
You expect me to go and sit with these creatures? No.
Yeah. Not
when I go there,
don't go.
It is to slay them.
I
am not risking.
Not with.
I am not risking my men.
Keep an eye on them
keep an
in
eye
case
on them.
anyone else tries to turn.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't
Keep
think
an
we
eye
have.
on them for us. While
How many days
we have
is?
to do it.
So it took you 2
How
days
many
to
days
get here,
away?
and the festival was probably about. They said about 3 or 4 days away. So.
Yeah, we cannot delay or we miss the
We have to
festival.
get back. We have to
Yeah,
get back. Now, we have to give up whatever else is.
We could
out
get
here.
the iron bark on the way back, but
Yeah, maybe.
I think we'd have to skip anything else.
Hey, here's the
Hey,
iron
here's
bark.
some iron
We're going
bark.
to slaughter you
Stab.
now.
Give me the. Can I have my quest reward? Yeah, sure. Here's your item. Stab.
Anything
This
they
is
could give
what I'm
us,
thinking.
we could loot.
That's true.
I haven't.
No, we
If no
can't.
one
We
did.
need to leave the loot for any survivors that aren't werewolves. We're not stealing off people.
We can discuss the details
You're
later.
We should get going.
We
Really.
must move.
you're
Logan,
not
you
stealing
go away
off
because I
anyone.
don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to them.
we need to have a group huddle for a minute. Yeah,
We can do that while we
huddle.
walk.
Group
So
huddle.
please, let's get going.
Yeah, well,
Get back.
sir, we'll get back to Gypsy Camp. It's 2 days away. We're gonna have time.
Maybe. Let's go. Let's just go.
Sorry, Johanna's just rude. She doesn't mean it. Give her.
She's,
We could probably
she's a bit
use a scout
prickly with
though,
new
as,
people. Just
you know,
Come.
these things are probably a bit untrusted now. I'd hate to think
Yeah.
that they set a trap for us on the way back, so a scout would probably be helpful if you were up for the task, Logan.
You seem to know your way around. Come. We'll travel together.
Yeah.
Let us go. And as he turns, the rest of them, they leave the map there. Before he goes, he kind of nods to one of the other guards who takes a sword, takes his sword, and lops off the corpse's head across the ground.
okay. I thought they were about to execute the good to do me just saved.
No, pops it into a sack and attaches it to his belt.
I'm okay with that.
And then they head back, and they start heading back the way you came. Are you all
It's
just?
not really stressful, guys. I don't know what to do.
God, I thought he would never leave.
No, he's not leaving you guys. He's walking. He said travel with you. So they're kind of
Ahead of
They're kind
us.
of walking. The idea is to travel. Their idea is you travel as a group.
I don't want to travel
Yeah.
as a group, and I'm saying it out
No,
loud.
The thing is,
Just-
the way I
Just talk
figured
into
it
your
is,
badge.
him and Thero go ahead as scouts.
Hmm.
The rest of us stay behind.
Yeah, the rest of you you're heading back. You know the way you go.
That's
So
how we
they're going
usually
to
travel.
they're
Yeah.
going to do the scouting thing where everyone else moves as a group together.
Okay.
So
Thanos. Yeah. Talk to me. I have an idea, and this is because I don't trust anything, but I also don't want anything to be hurt. Where we take give them half the petals, and taint them, but then we send you two to talk to them, and try and work out what's going on. And then if they're evil, we don't tell them what we've done. And if they're unwillingly evil but managing, and it's just the random asshole, then we tell them what we've done and then we fix it.
I don't think they're.
Or we give them the
Yes.
untainted petals instead. Silly
There
have
were
them
already
in the
2
taint.
werewolves who attacked. One even has children among the dead. So
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like if humans are assholes as well, and we don't kill all of them.
I say if they are
And I kind of want to
trying-
kill all the werewolves.
they're
but I want
trying
I'm just gonna go. Scape's an asshole, and I haven't killed him yet.
You're not here. You're about
He can hear
20,
us, though.
30 feet ahead.
I think your opinion will change once he starts killing children.
Well, that's true.
What?
No, it's all good. Never mind.
Yeah, talking about you, not to you.
Say though, if they're trying to manage, we find a better way to help them manage. find a better way to control the wall.
Yeah, why not? Certainly
There's
give it a try
libraries
at
all
least.
over, everywhere.
So-
There's got to be something.
Lace one half, talk to them, and then depending on the outcome, give them
Yes.
one or the other.
Yes.
That's a good idea, yeah.
So Logan has handed you the the silver filings to Ranos as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Should have been to Johanna because she has the wolfbane, but yeah.
You as a group have the silver shards.
Yeah, okay.
Distribute them how you want.
Yeah, it should be to Johanna because she has the wolfbane.
Yeah, it's not that important.
So, if they turn out to be all werewolves, then yes, we will hand them the tainted wolfbane, and they will just be gone because they are not worth keeping around because they're dangerous. But if they're trying to manage, if they're trying to control it, then we will help them. We will give them the regular wolfbane, and we will try to find a better way to manage it.
How do you break the ice on that?
Gotta be some way.
You guys are good at
Hey,
talking.
Yeah,
Hey,
That's why I'm.
You're not a werewolf, right?
Okay.
Know your
Yes, you're
wells,
wolfbane.
We found connections to the camp. We found certain instances
Proofs.
where there has been occurrences.
Recent instances.
You know,
Yeah.
we found a connection to your camp. If there is something going on, we will help you manage it if you want to have it managed. If you're just willing to let it go rampant,
Then just tell them
Yeah.
we're willing to go. Just don't tell them that we're going to kill them. Just tell them that we're going to go.
You think after
Because
saying that
we'd
they'll
like time
accept
to leave.
anything from
no,
us?
no, no. See, the
No,
thing
we
is,
say
are
we
willing.
want to leave.
Yeah, we are
and just
willing
get
to let
away.
you go. If you are just we're willing to let you go. That's when everyone else will attack after they've taken the tainted wolfbane. We're willing to let
I don't
you
think
go.
they'd take anything from us once we mention, hey, we know you have certain things going on here.
No, if they agree to leave, if they agree to just leave, then we will let them go. And that's when
We
give
could
them
we could give
the
them
others.
the wolfsbane, wait until they've taken it, and
Then talk.
Logan's.
Then talk, yeah. So
And
that
Yeah,
we
but
can
then
either way.
they're gonna be really pissed off. We poison them. They're not gonna
No,
be
but
like,
that's
oh,
what
That's what I'm saying.
Don't taint it. Give them it at natural.
but then what happens if they're like, actually, we're gonna eat you, and then they're at
Then we
close
kill
friends.
them.
We give them
Yeah.
the natural. Actually,
They're pretty good
yeah,
at
that is a
killing
good point.
you.
We give them the natural wolfsbane at first. Then if nothing happens, we're like, okay, we went and got more. Here's some more to help you with whatever
not
you're
gonna-
doing.
They're not gonna drink it right after we give
They're-
it.
Yeah, they're not gonna believe us.
They're
And
gonna use
I
it
say-
for the potions. For the
I say,
festival.
I
So they're
say,
gonna do
I
the
say
festival with the
poison
untainted
them.
potions and then
Look,
do it again with the poisoned ones?
I don't
all
know.
I'm gonna say is I'm kind of a point and shoot guy. You guys work it out.
I say poison. I say poison them, and
The
if they want to
poison
go,
first.
because then we're talking from a point of strength.
I'm
Nathan,
sat here
shut
thinking
up, I hate
there
you.
is an easy solution here. You're almost there. As a group, you're
Alright, let's
getting
kill all
it.
of them. Screw it. No. My character wouldn't. No. There's no way. I believe there is good in everyone. There has got to be some kind of way to convince these people to let us help them.
Yeah, I know, but we
Got
can.
to be
We
some
can.
way.
Maybe we just need to be very blunt with this. Like,
Maybe
we
we
know
can
you're well.
Like, yes,
Just
we
be
know
honest
you
with
Your
them.
camp is surrounded.
We are
Guy,
willing-
otherwise
No.
known as the Dungeon Master of Dungeons, Oh Magical Helm. Is there any
We-
kind of role we could make to decide what we need to do?
We
No,
are.
this is your decision.
No.
This is you playing.
We
I
know what
hate
you are.
myself.
We are.
I'm
here it
trying
is.
here.
I've got it here.
I'm just generally
We are.
trying.
We know what we are. We know what we are. We know what
You
you are.
wanted
We
interesting
are willing to give you a
as well.
chance if you are willing to control this. If you will try to control it, we will give you a chance to control it.
Because
we will help
it's
you control it.
The choice is between us,
Because otherwise,
who are willing to help,
we will
and
wipe out
them
your
who are
entire
gonna kill
camp.
them.
It's basically an intimidation check at this point.
Well, I would rather
Don't
ask
make
for
threats
forgiveness.
because
then ask for permission. So I want to try to get them to forgive us for poisoning them, then convincing them to let us go without attacking us.
That's some Machiavellian shit there.
I'm also in camp. Poison first, question later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they won't get harmed by the silver wolfbane.
The issue is poison now, and then soldier guys that are following us kill them all. We can't ask questions.
Well, no, but that's the thing. We don't need to say anything if they don't react. If we poison it and they don't react, it's fine. But then, if they do react, they're gonna be weakened, so we will have the upper hand.
But they'll also be mad as fuck that we poisoned.
Yeah, no. But like, I'd rather than be
mad as fuck.
I'd rather than be mad.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that makes sense because we found proof that the werewolves are linked to the gypsy camp. So if they we have probable cause to. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with poison first then. Yeah. Fine.
We're all on the same page.
Okay, so your decision
out of
is
sight of the others.
Poison them first. If they don't react, then we give them a chance.
We're going to poison the nice old lady.
You're gonna poison. Come and join our festival. Have food, drink. Yeah, sure. Have some poison.
Here's your reward for doing our quest.
But it's also only,
it's only if it affects them. The werewolves.
But the
werewolves were like.
It's going to affect the werewolves. We know they're werewolves.
That are
the
affected.
guy said that most of them are well.
We give them a chance to.
But Logan's not going to give them a chance. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Logan is not going to ask questions. They're going to respond to this poison. Logan's going to kill them. The end.
Well, that'll be him. That won't be us. We won't try to do anything.
That'll be
on his conscience. That's the only way I can reconcile this, is if they try to control whatever's going on.
No, I'm actually more up for Rannis's first suggestion of just be blunt. Just say to them, look, we know you're werewolves. We've been asked to poison you, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay? We feel that you are a reasonable
I would rather
people.
be blunt.
That's what I was trying to suggest at first.
What do you want the wolfsbane for?
Yeah.
I want to be blunt.
That seems really hostile.
We don't tell them anything about the poison, which is like, what do you want the wolfsbane for? Be honest.
Alright, do that then. Yeah, don't even tell them. Don't even tell them. Just say, look, what's the wolfsbane for?
Yeah.
Should
we know where you are?
The silver between us. Just share out the silver so that if they don't react.
You have the wolfsbane.
We have the wolfsbane and the silver. And I can just. Yeah, I have the wolfsbane. I can just take it out and just wave it at people.
Take it out and wave it.
We could give them the poisoned wolfsbane. They won't be using immediately. We corner when everything's getting set up. One, like me and Ranos could corner.
For me.
Could corner one of the sort of weaker-willed ones. Get it out of them what's it for, and base on that.
I'd rather talk to the leader, because she's the one who can have the say and actually would have.
Well, I'm of the opinion. I'm the opinion we should poison them.
I'm just gonna throw in there that if you poison the wolfsbane, give it to them, even if you're thinking you're then gonna ask questions and stuff, and discover whether they're well-meaning or anything. You've already poisoned the wolfsbane. If you tell them that they've poisoned it and they don't take it, they're just gonna go natural werewolf and go hey shit all over our ass.
Exactly. But I'm saying we don't give them anything just yet. We go to the wise woman and ask what it's for. If she says it's for controlling it, then we give them the natural. If they say it's for enhancing it or something other than controlling it.
After that question, she's not gonna take anything.
Yeah. She's not gonna. Yeah, she's not gonna be that stupid. We either give her poisoned, or like you can't give her the wolfsbane after letting her know that we know they're werewolves.
We can frame it in then just we want time to run away. Like we don't
We're
give a shit
trying
about that.
to
We
help
want to leave.
them. If they... We're trying to keep them from getting killed. We let them know that they have become... The people that have gone wild have become a danger to the society around here, and they're looking to kill them. If we can help them control
The alternative is
themselves.
always kill them. I think we can be really blunt here. We also have 2 dead werewolves. Both know they're from here, so...
Exactly. If we can help them control themselves, then they get to go free.
Can I just say, the first werewolf that we fought, I know it wasn't exactly easy. If there's a fair-sized group of werewolves, I don't know how well we'll fare.
How many people lived in camp?
You saw a
How
good
many did we
20
see?
people in that camp.
And if
And
most of them are werewolves?
We gotta
There's a
poison
lot
them.
of us and we're badass.
So if you go by most, if you go by the leanest definition of most, there's at least 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, also,
I'm guessing more like 15, but
Yeah.
at least 11.
Nero, you could be all righty, I'm a good person, and say, I'm gonna help them, but we're gonna piss off the day after. We don't know what they're gonna do the next month. You're not gonna come back here every month, give them Wolfsbane. We just know what they're gonna do for this festival.
I'm saying we find a better way to control it, other than
But
Wolfbane.
who's gonna
Obviously,
monitor
Wolfbane
this?
isn't working. We find something better.
No good.
I can research something better, I'm sure.
But how long is that gonna take? I'm not arse dealing with werewolves. Like, they're naturally predators.
If they kill
I'd
again,
rather-
then it'll be on our
I
front.
know where to find these things.
I'm gonna hug her. Like,
I know
just
where to
gonna hug
find
her.
this information.
They,
I can do it.
we're better off killing them than trying to save them for the rest of the time,
If they
spending
attack me
days
first,
and
then
days.
yes, I will defend myself. But I'm not attacking something first.
I will,
we'll talk to
though.
them.
Not how I
Figure
do
it out.
things.
But
Figure it out on your own.
are you willing to go with what the group says, or is your conscience going to tell you you're going to go against what we say? If,
But
if
the
the
group
rest of the
doesn't
group
agree.
tells you we want to poison them, what are you going
But
to
we
do?
don't agree. I don't know.
Remember that this poison does not kill them.
That you know.
It's not like we're... Well, yeah.
Are you
No,
going
I
to
don't
go
think-
against a group if the majority say poison?
Everyone says that we should poison them, then yeah, I'll let you go ahead. But I'm not attacking anything unless it attacks me first.
So, person by person, what's everyone's preference?
Put your votes in the chat
Okay.
so we can see this clearly. Unfortunately, the judges cannot make a final decision, so we're going to go to the public vote.
And ultimately, the characters can do exactly what they feel at the time it happens. None of this is enforceable.
Yeah, that's pretty much agreeing with Reynolds and Tom at this point.
I haven't finished yet.
Reynolds.
There's always one that's got like a yes or
You don't
no
want a
sheet,
500
and they
yes.
write their own answer on there because these are not good enough. We've got one of them.
Just let them know we're werewolves. We let them know we know they're werewolves.
We are werewolves as well. Hey, why not just pretend we're werewolves?
Yeah, why don't we become werewolves?
Okay,
Sure,
guys.
so like
So we all die.
We have our votes in. So we have 1 going with the group, 2 poisons, 2 not poison and talk to them, and 1 poison half, talk to them and see what they're up to. So the votes are in.
But before they drink it. But then
Before
we
they
don't
drink it.
tell them we've poisoned it.
So it's
Someone's got a really
Be
good idea
blunt.
here. But this
swear.
is where, unfortunately, we'll leave this discussion in the air
No!
and have a hang, and we're going to pick up in a week's time.
Oh man.
So,
Dang it.
that's where we'll end the session for today.
We're fine.
Those of you watching
week
at home,
two.
I hope you enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed it.
This looks like we're going to have a very interesting, very moral episode for next week. So this could be quite fun. So do feel free to tune in and have a look at see what the conclusion of the werewolf debate is. Yeah. So those on the stream,
Who will stand up for their morals?
thank you very much, and we'll see you next
week. I'm trying.
I'm I'm in this sort of poison half, but then talk to them, but before they drink it, so that